Hey everybody, welcome to Curiosity Public. We are live. Hopefully, it's all live. Hopefully, you can hear me. Let me pull the chat up over here so I can see. Please drop a comment if you don't mind. If you're in the chat, let me know that everything looks and sounds okay, because I would hate to be up here chatting away and you can't even hear me, which would be pretty funny, actually. So, hopefully, this is all working well. Sound is good. All right. Thank you, Ernie. Appreciate that. Jules will be here. He's just running late. So I decided to get started without him. Why don't you guys go ahead and start letting me know in the chat what you guys are sipping on this evening? And happy Friday, by the way. Seriously. All right. I see Tay Biz says it sounds good. Caesar says it sounds good. All right. Awesome, guys. Fantastic. So I've got a pour here of something I was just trying to get my palate set with. It's one of the Bardstown Discovery batches. I thought it was 6, but now I realize that it's not. I think this might be 5 that I'm sipping on here, and it's not bad. I actually forgot that I think we filmed a review of batch 6. We just haven't gotten it edited and out yet, so it's coming soon, hopefully. All right, Lando just cracked a Weller foolproof pick. Fantastic. Those are usually quite tasty. Ernie says he's got a Knob Creek Single Barrel Select Rye, Virginia ABC Selection 6-year, 114 proof. That sounds pretty cool. From what I recall, a lot of those ryes were not always that old, right? Some of them are even younger, like 3 or 4 years from what I recall, but I could be misremembering that. All right, Marvin. Drinking Blanton's. Going to be fun watching Jules walk into the screen. Yeah, he should be here hopefully in the next, I don't know. He said by 7. So we'll see. We'll see how long it actually takes him to get here. And if I end up finishing everything before he gets here, then so be it. All right, Siama's got poured a Glen Scotia 19-year cask strength. That sounds really tasty. Jacob has the Bourbon Junkies Rebel pick. Curious how that one is. I've had a couple of different Rebel picks. Some that I thought were a lot better. Some that were just really spicy and tasted young. Actually, the most recent one I tried was really spicy, and I didn't end up picking it up. It's, sometimes you can get into like a local liquor store, and if they have a pick, they'll actually let you taste it. And I tasted this one, wasn't a fan. So, all right, see that Tay Biz has been a member for 10 months. Unfortunately, I can't highlight those with Restream. It's a problem in their software. I don't know why, but I can see it pop up on my other monitor here. It says, sip it a 12-year Glenmorangie, the La Santa. My name is Asanta, by the way, or Asante. And smoke my father Le Bijou 1922 cigar, hashtag CPU, and hashtag Tabiz, the inventor of the CPU. Thank you for stopping in. All right, Michael Jonas says, anyone else here live in southern New England dreading the 2 feet of snow we're getting tomorrow? Yeah, I feel bad for you guys. Sorry you have to deal with the crazy weather. It's been quite warm in Southern California this week. I feel guilty, I guess. Okay, where am I here? I scrolled down by accident, sorry. Okay, Caesar's got a Bowman single barrel. That stuff is usually quite tasty. I've really wanted to get a bottle of the cask strength, and it just does not seem to exist out here. I haven't seen it anywhere. Tori Hanzo going with the Highland Park cask and Bardstown Fusion. I don't know what. Oh, is that 2 different pours then? The Highland Park cask strength and the Bardstown Fusion? Maybe. All right, Roy. Thanks for stopping in, Roy Dutch. I am imbibing in Octomore 12.1 along with you. Yes, that is one of the pours we will be getting to. I'm not exactly sure what order we're going to go in yet. I have an idea. And let me see what else we got here. Jack Daniel's single barrel for Joe F. Is that the regular single barrel or the cask strength one? Both, I think, are quite good. Peter B. Finished my last pour of Booker's 2019-02, now on to Smoke Wagon Uncut. That's what I had last night, Smoke Wagon. I killed, actually, the first bottle I ever got of it, which I think was like batch 34. Actually, it must have been the second bottle I ever got, because I think the first bottle I got didn't have a batch sticker on the back. But I just killed that one off, and it's quite good. I really enjoy that stuff. Our other laptop here that has the chat feed running up just blew up, and it says operating system not found. So I'm gonna have to wait for Jules to get back to fix this one possibly. Let me try to do a hard reset on it here. It's old. It's the backup laptop, and it sounds like it's going to take off into outer space any second. So we'll see if I can get that booted back up and get the YouTube feed up so I can see all the crap that Restream doesn't show for some reason, like when you guys have those membership anniversaries and new members who join and things like that, and the super stickers. None of that shows up, unfortunately, on Restream. So hopefully that will actually boot back up. All right, let's see here. Nathan's got Glenmorangie 18. Cheers from Melbourne. Well, cheers right back at you. It is, I have no idea what time out there. Isn't it really early in the morning? No, it's late at night. No, it's early in the morning, Saturday morning, right? Because you're ahead of us? I don't know. That's too much for my brain to do right now. Okay. Jeff Perkins is shipping on Shanks. Sipping on some Shanks. Then going to crack into an Old Carter small batch CA01 release. Yeah, I saw that one pop up. I just, I have a hard time justifying the $2.99 price tag that everywhere seems to be selling it for. I did try an Old Carter a couple weeks back. Finally, I hadn't really had access to them. I mean, they always seem so overpriced to me. And I tried it. The one I had, I don't know which batch it was, but it was quite good. It was one of the bourbons. I just don't know that it's $300 good. But if I can find one closer to like the $199 mark, I'll probably grab one of these days. Ernie's in Virginia, getting ready for an overnight snowstorm. We will only get 6 inches. Wow. Jeez, I have no comprehension of what that means. But hopefully you guys all stay safe out there. Michael Jonas sipping on a Russell's Reserve pick. I've been really warming up to turkey lately. Yeah, those Russell Reserves picks can be pretty darn tasty. A lot of the Russells, wild turkey stuff, I think the rare breed is always a really, really tasty pour. I had a bottle of the Forgiven. So that's what it was called, Forgiven, I think it was, which was the blend of the rye and the bourbon, which I came back to after having the bottle for like a year and not really touching it much. Came back to it and thought, wow, why do I not drink this more often? It's really pretty tasty stuff. All right, Jason is working his way through the last of Remus 4, trying to get to the 5. These things are so good. Yeah, it is tasty stuff for sure. Royan, where's Shaq and Kenny? It is inside the whiskey with Dutch. Yes. Oh, man. Okay, so here's a question from Siyama. So where are we on Patreon versus YouTube subscription? Just going to run both. For the time being, yeah, just going to run both. I think I've mentioned it in the past that there's more stuff we can do on Patreon. I know we can do like a forum type thing, and we can link it to a Discord, which is on my list to get done this year. Let's say Q1, hopefully by the end of Q1 this year, to at least get a little bit more of what we can do on Patreon up and running. I just haven't had the time to get it going yet, but there will eventually be more stuff available on Patreon and potentially another tier even on Patreon. YouTube will be the same for now. Again, we might add the second tier for that depending on what we end up doing with that. But for now, the main benefits are the early access to videos and the extra footage, the taste off videos, and those are going to be available on both platforms for the time being. But like I said, hopefully by the end of March at the latest, hopefully I have some of the additional stuff up on Patreon. It's just ended up being a much busier beginning to the year for all of us and just have not had the time. So in the long run, I would say if you like Patreon and you are interested in some of those additional things, you might want to switch over, and you can just find, whatever convenient time that is to switch over. They do, Patreon does this weird thing though, where if you become a patron, it will charge you, and then it charges you on the first of the following month again. I don't know. I couldn't quite figure out why it does that, and I don't know if that's something I can change even, but I will try to look into that as well. All right. Daniel says, I would be drinking Foursquare 2009, but I finished the bottle the other week. I'll be drinking the Highland Park cask number 2 instead. Great choice. Great choice. And Walking Here says they're just waking up in Melbourne. Okay, so I thought I had that right. Awesome. Okay, I am not completely caught up. And going to log back into this laptop here. Hopefully this won't shut down again. It just shut down again. Hopefully that stays up and running and get the chat back up before Jules gets here. But if not, he's going to be tech support. So just killed off my Bardstown Discovery. Let me check which batch that was. I'm curious now. This was batch 5. I think that's what I said. So good pour. Not sure it's $150 bourbon, if you ask me, that batch at least. Some of the other batches, though, I know are quite fantastic. So, all right, give me 1 second. Let me get this laptop back up here, and then I will talk a little bit about what we're going to be getting into tonight, and pour myself something to get warmed up on in addition, because I don't know when Jules is going to get here. So let me see if I can get this up here. I'm just going to restore my Chrome feed, and hopefully everything's going to work. Okay, what we got tonight. Pretty cool lineup here. Obviously, I think the highlight is going to be this one right here, the Octomore 12.1. It's a well-known kind of premium Scotch to a lot of people. One of the heavily peated Scotches out there, and this just dropped finally in the U.S. It's been available in Europe for couple months. I was actually really tempted to buy it from a European whiskey shop, but I knew I had this one coming, so I ended up holding off. And I've had a lot of Bruichladdich, and I've tried one of the older Octomores. I know a long time ago. I don't have a strong flavor memory of it. I've had the Black Art in the past, and I've tried the Port Charlotte, the newer one. I've tried some of the other Classic Laddie, I think it was. So I feel a little bit familiar with the brand, but I'm not super familiar with the Octomore side of things. So looking forward to that one. Also going to be cracking into this, which is Penelope Barrel Strength. I've heard good things about Penelope. I think they source everything from MGP. Never tried any of it. I was ordering some other whiskey from, I think, a shop on the East Coast somewhere, and they had Penelope in stock, so I ordered one. This is their Barrel Strength 4-grain. I know a lot of people say that the black label ones are their best stuff, and maybe I don't know if those are also 4-grain or not. I don't know a lot about the company or their lineup. And let's see. So this is distilled in Indiana, bottled by Penelope Bourbon, Bardstown, Kentucky. So there you go. And aged 47 months. So pretty young. Non-chill filtered. Corn, rye, wheat, malted barley. This is batch 8, if anybody's keeping score at home. And then, actually, I think this might go last, actually. The Foursquare Indelible. It looks like the laptop is working, so I can give you guys a close-up here. Hopefully. Let's see. Hopefully that works. This is the newest one from Foursquare. Look at that. Indelible. Pretty good-looking bottle. I mean, I guess it looks like all the Foursquare. This one is ex-bourbon and ex-Zinfandel casks, so that could be interesting. Aged 11 years. Proof point is 96, so it's not super high proof. 48%. Pot column blend, September 2021 release. And it's kind of got like the reddish gold writing for the word indelible. Not like the blue ones for the age, the year ones, like the 2008, 2009 ones. So I think I'm probably going to go start with the Penelope, move on to probably the Octomore, and then the Foursquare at the end, because I think probably the Foursquare next, because this is a lower proof. I was thinking this was a cask strength, but it's not super high. So we'll probably go to the Foursquare second, and then finish things off with the Octomore. But before all this, I'm going to move these off down here. I will crack into something else just to give Jules a little time to get here. and to give me a little bit of time to catch up on the chat. This bottle, I think this is the one. Yeah, so this I found lying around on the set. I don't know anything about it other than it's part of Dylan's stash. This is Sonoma County Distilling Company, west of Kentucky bourbon whiskey. This is their number 2 wheated. Like I said, I don't know. He comes by the set and drops off stuff, and it sits there until somebody gets a chance to open it up and try it. And that's what I'm going to do right now with this one. So Sonoma County Distilling Company, established 2010. It is a 95 proof double pot distilled wheated bourbon. Actually has a lot of information on the grains here, which is kind of cool. It's a wheated bourbon, unmalted yellow corn from the American Midwest, unmalted Canadian wheat, and then malted barley from Wyoming, aged in new charred American oak for no less than 1 year. So obviously probably pretty young. This is bottled spring 2017. So this is not even a new bottling of it. So again, I don't know much about this. I don't know where he got it. I don't know why he got it, but he left it at the set, which means somebody's going to crack into it. All right, guys. Well, happy Friday to you. Hopefully you're having a good start to the weekend. And hopefully you had a good week. If you didn't, hopefully you have a great weekend to make up for it. So, all right, I will catch up on the chat here. Anuj is here. He says, Jules is on his way. He's just running late. He said he would get here as quickly as he could, but he said by 7 o'clock. So hopefully he'll be here by 7 o'clock. Okay, let me scroll back up here and see what's going on for everybody. All right. Daniel says, I would be drinking Foursquare 2009, but I finished the bottle the other week. I'll be drinking I just read this one. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is the one I saw. This is what I meant to click on. I love the channel. Keep up the great content, guys. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Nick H is trying to make his Foursquare 2005 last as long as possible. It's Dave says, have you thought of having a channel on Rumble? No, because I don't even know what that is, but I will look into it because it sounds interesting. We do have a Twitch channel, and we've actually done a simulcast of our live stream, and it crashed our stream. So I don't know if that was the reason it crashed our stream, but I don't know. This was like 2 or 3 streams ago where everything went down for a little while. And that was the first time we tried to do that simultaneous casting to our Twitch channel and our YouTube channel. So we'll probably try that again in the future. And but yeah, we'll take a look at that. I'm always interested to see what's going on. Okay. Yes. What did Jules buy? Did you guys ever find a discovery number 3? I think that we did not yet, but I do have a line on a bottle we could borrow locally, I think. So still trying to find one, but I need to confirm. I think I've got one that I can borrow from somebody. Okay. Nick H says, finally cracked Alberta cask strength. Surprised how much I like it. Yeah, it's a pretty good bottle. I haven't tried the new one, but the last year's was pretty enjoyable. Vortex says, I may have to pour a dram of Octomore tonight. This is the right night for it. Okay. Yama says, I want to see the Vegas boys tonight. 3 bottles won't cut it. Wow. Yeah. Well, you know, what happens in Vegas ends up making it onto YouTube, in our case. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. Let me try this Sonoma County thing here. Let's see how the nose is. Well, this laptop does not sound good, by the way. It's getting louder and louder. Hopefully it's not too noisy on the audio here. Wow, this smells like chemicals. Like paint thinner, kind of. Which, you know, that can happen with really young whiskey. It's not enjoyable. I'm going to let it sit for another second. There's a couple more good comments here. So Michael Jonas says, is there going to be more parts of the Whiskas? Wow, already. I haven't even had my first pour. Is there going to be more parts of the Vegas whiskey hunting? Really thought it was awesome. Yeah, we actually just released a podcast. Should have been released today. If not, it'll be out tonight or tomorrow, where we kind of talk about how that video came to be, and that we are planning to do. We're actually planning to get out there and record part 2 of the part 1 that you saw, but we do have a couple of other episodes that we filmed out there that were out and about. One of them on the strip and one of them downtown. So they weren't the same concept. We're doing different things. And so those probably should be in the next couple months, get the next one of those out. They're just way harder to edit because there's a ton more footage and it's just more time consuming. So they're probably going to be months between them, a couple months, maybe a month between each of those on location ones. But hopefully I can get my act together and get it edited quicker. Okay. All right. Yeah. Jason says the Vegas walkthrough was epic. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It got, as you guys saw, probably sloppy towards the end there, but that's what happens. You know, we made the sacrifice to get the answers that everybody needed to have. Okay. Let's try this again, see if it's gotten any better on the nose. No. This smells, I don't want to drink this. Let's see how it is though. Because, I've had things that didn't smell great that ended up tasting okay. So let's see. It's a little sour. Not as bad as the nose, that's for sure. It doesn't taste super chemically. It tastes young. Tastes young, and it's got the Weeder Frunk for sure. Really taste. There's actually a kind of a nice honey sweetness in there in between these layers of things that aren't that great. So it's not a complete waste, but then, and the nose is horrible. It's really sour. But there's this weird like honey sweetness that kind of starts on the finish. That's much better. Yeah, that's like yeah, maybe for like a cocktail or something. That's not good. Oh man. Herschel asks a great question here. Love the shirt. That's not the question. But did you see the new book of boba? Yes, I did, and it was really good. I really liked it. It was I don't know, that one the most recent episode by itself seemed just so much better than everything up to this point in the season. And I have some thoughts about maybe why, but I don't know. I'm gonna reserve judgment on the series until it does its full arc, because it's I think a little unfair. There was a lot of stuff that was kind of slow in the beginning of Mandalorian that was like character development stuff, and I felt like they were trying to do that with Book of Boba Fett. It was just a little bit less enthralling, and I don't know. For some reason, I don't think he's that good of an actor either. So, but we'll see. Hey, maybe it'll get better. But yeah, most recent episode was awesome. I enjoyed it. Okay. Yeah, Roy, this is bad. I'm just going to put a little label on it, and I'll try it again towards the end of the night, see if it gets any better, but I need to move on from that because it's just going to mess my palate up, I think. Ernie says we need to have an inebriation meter on the screen during the next Vegas walkthrough. That would be pretty funny. Yeah, that's a good idea. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot says the most recent episode was amazing. Yeah, I agree. That was a lot of fun. Marvin asks, that wasn't tainted, was it? I don't think so. I think it's just really young. I mean, when the bottle says it's aged, I think it's, how did it phrase it? Aged at least 1 year? How did they put it? Aged in new charred American oak for no less than 1 year. So it's basically got a 1-year age statement on it. I don't know why anybody would do that. It's just this came out of the barrel way too soon for whatever reason. Maybe the company needed to do it or something. But yeah, just not good. Don't recommend it. Okay. Jeff Perkins says yes, it was essentially an episode of The Mandalorian. Definitely was. And maybe that's what made it better was that there was that you already know that character and you kind of just get to see what happens to him, and that was kind of cool. The dark saber stuff, but spoiler alerts. Sorry. So okay here. Okay. Tom says first time I've caught a live feed. Big fan of what you guys do. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you very much. Thanks for coming to hang out tonight. Jules would thank you too. He's supposed to be here soon, so I will let him say it when he gets here, though. James asks, are you tasting the Penelope and is it the 4-grain? Yes. No, that's not what I'm drinking right now. I was drinking this Sonoma thing, but I will crack into the Penelope. I guess I'll do that right now. I'm not going to wait any longer for Jules. Let's see. Nice. It's only 6:30. I could give him a little more time. I'll pour this and take my time with it, see if he shows up. All right, let me get a fresh glass for this one. So again, like I said, I don't know a lot about Penelope stuff. If anybody has a lot of knowledge on it, please drop it in the chat. I can see the perforation. It's just not. There we go. Not working for me today. Really? Trying again. All right. So Jeff Perkins asks, "What's the best way to haze Jules once he arrives?" That's a good question. He's got to drink this Sonoma stuff. I'll tell him it's really good, and see what he says. See if I can influence his taste buds there. All right, there we go. Penelope. I mean, I like these bottles. It's very, BTAC looking, Buffalo Trace Antique Collection kind of clear wine bottle look, artificial cork, which is good. It's not super dark. And what did I say? It was like 40 something months. So not super old either. 47 months. So, more than 1 year like the Sonoma stuff. Okay. Did I say what batch this was? Yeah, so this is batch 8. I can do my close-up here. I forgot. Sorry. This is the bottle. Penelope Bourbon, barrel strength 115.8, batch number 8, 4-grain, as you can see there. All right. Let's see how it is on the nose here. It's better than the most recent 4-grain I think I tried on the nose. I'm trying to think what the last one was. I was thinking Rabbit Hole does one, right? But I had the Hudson 4-grain barrel pick. I had a barrel pick of that was just all kinds of messed up. This is a lot nicer, more balanced on the nose. I mean, for some reason 4-grains. I get a lot of that. I get the frunk coming through and I get grain, but it's actually balanced out pretty nicely in this one. Not bad. Not bad. Not giving me clear indications on the nose, though. So let me see where I am here on the chat. Michael Jonas says, I'll say the pace of Boba Fett seems a lot slower than even The Mandalorian was. Yeah. There were a couple of those Mandalorian episodes, like the more character building ones that were kind of felt slow. And it's like, oh, he's going to go over there and do something. He's going to go over here. Yeah, it was a little slower. I didn't mind it though. Like I kind of liked seeing the stuff with the Sand People. It was kind of interesting. But then was it just like a remake of Dances with Wolves or something at that point? Okay, Andrew says, I feel like calling Penelope a 4 grain is kind of cheating. You wouldn't mix Maker's Mark and a barely legal rye and call it a 4 grain bourbon. They're mixing a wheated, a corn heavy, and a rye bourbon. Oh, so it's just a blend. Got it. So this is not 4 different things. So they're just taking barrels of these. Oh, I see. Each barrel was carefully selected and blended into a single batch. Interesting. Okay. James says, all I know is most like the 4 grain over the toasted, unless you're into sharper flavors. Lando says, I've really liked both the Penelope bottling I've tried. Joseph says, Penelope was named after the founder's daughter. What an honor. Pretty awesome. Let's see here. Anthony says, 80 Law has a 4 grain. Yeah, there's a couple of different brands out there I've seen. So David says, I've never heard anything good about Hudson. How do they stay in business? Yeah, it's weird. The very first bottle of their baby bourbon that I had, and I don't know if they were doing something different with like their very first release of it. We might have reviewed it on the old channel, but whatever it was, that original bottle wasn't as bad as subsequent things I've tried from them. And maybe it was just because it was new at the time and it wasn't off-putting or something. But I don't know. I haven't gone back to it very frequently. So, and I think it's like a really high corn percentage in that baby bourbon. Okay, back to the Penelope here. The nose is actually getting better. The graininess that I was getting initially is subsided. It's good sweetness, a little bit of spice. It's not a huge nose. It's not like a really powerful, punch you in the face nose. It's a little subtle. Slight sourness, maybe. But nothing off-putting. Let's give it a first taster. It's a decent amount of spice. Initial hit on the palate. A little bit more grain than's on the nose, but a good amount of sweetness, a good amount of spice. Fairly balanced. The finish really went away quickly, so let me try that again. A lot of spice at the beginning of the palate, but it gives way pretty quickly. The mid and end of the palate kind of come through with a little more sweetness. And the spice kind of subsides a bit and really comes in line. So like that initial hit, it's pretty punchy right at the tip of the beginning of the palate. But as it progresses, it gets really nice. Finish falls off pretty quickly. I mean, it is pretty young stuff that they're blending here overall. But it's not overpowering in any of those ways. Like there's not an overpowering rye presence. There's not an overpowering like wheater feel to it. There's not an overpowering like corn whiskey type thing. So this is, I can't remember how much I paid for this. I think it's like in the $60 range. I can look it up, but if somebody in the chat knows the price point, I think it was 60, 65 maybe what I got it for. It's not bad. I don't know that I would rave about it. Could open up a little more. Let it sit here, check in with everybody on the chat here for a second. Okay. John says, I love batch 7, have 7 bottles, which is that's a 44-month, 115. So this is also 115. So this is 115.8 and 47 months. So a little bit older stuff going into it. But I guess that's probably just whatever the youngest barrel that they put into the batch, I'm guessing. See, we had another comment here that had some info. Here, Andrew had some info. So it says a true 4 grain would be a mash bill with 4 grains and it's fermented and barreled together. I think Penelope is interesting, especially using the 99% corn mash bill. Just don't like calling it 4 grain. Yeah, that's definitely interesting. I mean, taking those different things, blending them together. I mean, obviously they're all bourbons, so they have that 99% corn mash bill bourbon in here, which is kind of add an interesting element to it. Curious what the weeded. I mean, if it's all MGP stuff, right? So it's got to be stuff that MGP is producing, unless they did some sort of like custom mash bills for them. But yeah, it's I appreciate it. My new thing these days is finding bourbons that are. It's not my new thing. My new thing with bourbon, I guess I would say that what I'm more interested in these days are blends like this, even if it's like a batched blend of bourbons that are in that, for me, like 105 to 120 proof range. That's kind of like where I've been gravitating recently. Blends in that range. So like Wild Turkey Rare Breed comes to mind. Um, the Four Roses Small Batch Select is kind of in there. It's just, you know, that to me is a little more interesting than just a single barrel. Here it is as it comes. Somebody constructed this. They put these things together to taste this way. So I find that experience a little more interesting to me for some reason recently. Okay, so David says, I have never heard anything good about Hudson. How do they stay in business? I already read that. Hattori Hanzo says, oh, well, all the tasting notes I've heard about Hudson have mostly been anger. Have been mostly anger. Yeah, I need to go back to that bottle I have. The 4-grain, I agree. It's I can't really drink it. I think I ended up mixing it in cocktails or something because it was not very drinkable. The old baby bourbon one, like I said, I need to go back to it. It's been, like I said, a long time since I've tried it. I still got the bottle somewhere. I don't remember hating it. I don't know that I had anger towards that one. So maybe that's something different about that first batch. I don't know. All right. Let's see here. Runs about 55 to 60 in my area, says Anthony. Okay, so that sounds about right then, what I'm remembering. What is up? Look who's in the house. Ben Richards is here. What is Octomore? I saw a movie called Octopussy once. You've had Octomore. Come on. You're the guy. I think you poured me Bruichladdich the first time I had it, actually. So anyway, everybody say hi to Ben. He's actually supposed to have the Bardstown Discovery Batch 3, right? I need to get that from you. Okay. James Morgan said, James Bond's favorite pour since he retired. All right. Andrew says, have you had the newish RL Seal 12-year? Finally, not a Total Wine exclusive. It's a baby Foursquare vintage bottling. It's great when you want Foursquare but don't want cask strength. Yeah. I've got a bottle of that somewhere cracked into it. I think we did like a YouTube short video of us cracking into it. So I don't remember. I remember liking it. And that's kind of a good way of describing it. Foursquare that's not super high proof, but has that age. So pretty cool. Okay. Ben. Yes. Did you want that bottle? I tried it a few. Oh, that's okay. Are you talking about the Bruichladdich? I don't know what you're talking about now. I think somebody may have peed in it. Nice. Okay. Got the number 3 for. All right. So there we go. We do have the number 3. Good. Because I think we got then everything 1 through 6. So I'll have to try those. Okay. Let me get back into this Penelope, see how it is here. Wow, it's getting way sweeter as it sits here. Much better. The initial spice hits really subsided. It's a lot of sweetness. The finish is still almost non-existent. There's nothing bad lingering on the palate, but there's just nothing really there. It really kind of fades away pretty quickly. That's probably my only knock against this. At this price point, it's fantastic. I mean, it's maybe the lacking features. I'd say, yeah, the finish. The mouthfeel is not super rich. The hit on the palate is not very it doesn't really coat your palate with tons and tons of flavor. It's a little bit thinner in that regard, but all the flavors are really nice. Yeah, that's good stuff. I will label this and get ready to move on. So the question is, should I crack into the Foursquare next? Did I say yeah? I think that's what I said. And the question is, do I wait for Jules? Because he loves himself some Foursquare. I'm inclined to say maybe. I'm trying to think if there's something else I could crack into in the interim. You know, I mean, there's tons of stuff I could. Let's think about this for a second. Yeah, I'll do another pour here instead of something. How about Kosher rye? Have we done that before? The Buffalo Trace Kosher rye? I don't know. Let me go see if that bottle's actually uncracked. It is. So this is the Buffalo Trace Kosher rye recipe. Now this might blow my palate out. We'll save this for the end, maybe. We'll do this as a last pour of the night. I will just jump right into the Foursquare, and we'll get Jules' thoughts on things after he gets here. Okay, so Foursquare time, guys. Let me get a close-up here. I already did a close-up of it, but I'll do it again here. Just in case you weren't here at the beginning, this is Indelible. Look at that. Pretty cool looking. It looks like all the Foursquare bottles. This one is aged 11 years, and I mentioned this earlier. It is ex-bourbon and ex-Zinfandel cask finished rum. So, 96 proof. This is not one of the super high proof Foursquare rums. You know, the year releases, like the 2009, for instance, is a much higher proof point. Some of the other named ones as well, like the last couple, like the Shibboleth, I think was even a high proof. And some of the releases, like this one, they release at a lower proof point. They usually have like this reddish tinge to the name, whereas the cask strength ones usually are blue. But let's see how this one is. Indelible. And again, this is a fresh crack. As you guys know, bottles can open up over time, but it's also interesting to see how they are fresh out. Whoa, there is some banana going on there. All right, let me catch up on the chat here, guys. Sorry. All right. Let's see. Crafty God 77 says, which Penelope batch is that? This is batch 8. So yeah, batch 8. Okay. Jeff Perkins, we're talking about the Bardstown Discovery, I think, here. So he says, number 3 was my all-time favorite release, with number 4 a close second. Andrew has some more info on the RL seal. Is all ex-bourbon. The door release have sherry, Madeira, and other casks mixed in. There may also be a different ratio of pot column. That's what make the real McCoy different. I think I hear Jules, so I'm going to pour him some Indelible. Somebody's breaking into the set.
That's right. Heidi ho, neighbor. What's up, man?
What's up?
Are we on?
We're on.
Are you on?
We are live.
Really? What up, everybody?
Jules is here.
Happy Friday.
Let's keep
drinking.
That is a mic drop, dude.
Let's keep drinking, man.
Where'd you score this from?
This was actually a wonderful surprise I got for Christmas.
Really?
Yeah, I was totally shocked. From someone who I thought didn't know anything about getting anything.
Wow.
So let's open it, man.
Let's do it. I just poured you the Foursquare. You want to try that
cool.
first?
Yeah, that's probably good. How's everybody doing over there? Out in the interweb.
We've been doing just fine without you. It's okay.
I figured. Yeah. You got it.
Ben dropped in.
Oh, nice.
Remember Ben?
Yeah.
He's
Awesome.
hanging out in chat.
Cool.
Okay, where are we here? I'm going to try to get caught up.
Oh,
Michael Jonas,
good, man.
do the one I sent in. Yeah, I think we're going to do that on our next live because I think we're going to have Dylan here, right?
Maybe.
In like 2 weeks. So I want to crack into that one.
Yeah, that'll be good.
When is that going to be? I can give everybody the date now, maybe, huh? It's going to be.
I think it's like in 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be on the 18th. So we might do another live before that.
Might. Probably. Oh, this is good, dude. This is a good opener. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers, dude. Happy Friday.
Cheers, yo.
It's been a hellish week for you, huh?
Yeah.
It's like finally coming up for air.
Yeah, seriously. This is one for the books.
I've been messaging him. Like, I think I messaged him on like Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm like, hey, you want to do a live stream Friday? And like,
Thursday. Yesterday.
No,
sure,
but it took you like 24 hours to respond to me. I was like, oh, okay. I guess
that's what I'm saying. I don't think I replied till Thursday.
Yeah. And the nose is. But do you have banana and like oak and sugar?
It just tastes damn good.
Oh, you already went into it. Oh,
yeah.
But you need a drink right now.
It's so good. I mean, it's like Foursquare is back to form.
Ooh. It's lower proof though. This is a 90 something proof. It's not a cask. It's a 96 proof. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm with you there.
Oh man, yeah. So
I think we both felt the same about 2009 in that it was really good. It just didn't. It wasn't quite to the level of the 08, 07. And we both, all of us actually, Dylan included, all thought the shibboleth was just over oaked.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like it's with like the lower proof, like more of the fruit comes out.
Yeah, this is. I mean, there's also Zinfandel casks mixed in with this.
Is that what this one is?
But it's not like there's no tannic thing at all. It's really well balanced.
Oh yeah, dude. So yeah, I am getting the banana if I do nose it, but I mean, I'm getting there's like a dark cherry kind of component.
I'm surprised at how flavorful. I mean,
really good.
The palate's fantastic.
Figs.
You know what it's really like? It reads on the palate a lot like the 07 and 08, but not nearly as loud.
Yeah,
like this is like a tamed down version of that, which is weird.
Actually not by much, dude.
It's not as loud.
Yeah,
it's like you turn the volume down a little bit, but a lot of the same flavors. And it's weird that it's got that completely different cask in it, and yet it reads so similarly.
Yeah, Zinfandel, huh?
Yeah. Okay, so let me see if I can get caught up here.
How's everybody doing? How's this thing doing?
That already crashed once.
Oh yeah,
it sounds like it's going to explode, doesn't it?
It sounds so loud. I'm sure it's loud for you guys.
Hopefully it's not super loud. All right, let me catch up here. Crafty Guy says I have 2 of the Penelope cast strength batches, but not number 8. Roy says Octomore will blow your palate, so may want it last. Yeah, that was my plan, was to do it last anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for confirming that. Ernie says picked up a bottle of the Indelible today. Have not cracked it yet. I'm going to pour some Redoubtable. Redoubtable's so good.
Nice, Ernie.
Yeah. Marvin says.
Everyone's asking about the traffic.
There he is. What up, Jules?
Yeah, Jules on that LA time. No, man, this is Hattori Hanzo said that, but it's like Filipino time and LA time.
Friday.
Friday, dude. Friday traffic. Y'all can imagine.
Yeah, Peter B says that's an entrance. Yeah, anytime you walk into a live stream and drop a Mickers 10, that's pretty awesome.
I'm telling you, man. It's been a hellish kind of week. Got a drink, and it's Friday night.
Yeah, dude. Let's do it. Vortex says, has Dylan ever been here for a live stream? Yeah, he's been for like
1.
No, he's done like 3.
He's done
4 of them.
Yeah.
A handful. It's just, it's like herding cats. It's like getting one person here, doable. Getting 2 people here is a pain. Getting 3 people here is like next to impossible.
Well, plus, I mean, he's got that limited transportation stuff because off his island,
Oh, that's right. He has to book a chopper.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Call mainland. Tell him to send the damn choppers.
All right. Andrew says he's finding the Zinfandel very prominent on the Indelible. I'll try it again here.
I think I'm going to need some more.
Yeah, I guess so. It's going to be a fun live stream.
That was good, dude. That was really good.
I don't know. Like it's whatever it's adding is adding more fruit than. I guess it depends on what kind of Zinfandel you're talking about. I guess I mean Zinfandels have a tendency for me to get a little bit tannic.
Oh yeah,
but not always. Like some of the old vines ones I've had have been fruitier, so I could see that fruit, that kind of dark.
But I
fruit
guess now that
coming in.
like
if you think about it,
I'm experiencing some of that.
Yeah.
And then maybe even some of the texture actually, because it's kind of drying my throat now.
I'm not getting the drying. I don't know.
Okay.
Just because you need some water or something. Oh, thank you for the super chat, John Miller.
Thank you, John.
Happy Friday, everyone. Cheers to you, John.
Happy
Appreciate
Friday.
That is very kind of you. We're not doing any giveaways tonight. We're not prepared as usual. But future lives, I think we got to do some more giveaways. We have
a pretty cool T-shirt in the works right now.
We do. We have a couple.
I have to say, just the tease. Yeah, true. We have a couple.
There's like 3 really awesome ones that are coming.
Of course, we're building it up, and then you guys look at it and tell us it's terrible.
Well, the thing is, one of them's
pretty cool to me.
One of them's very topical.
Yeah,
but I'm worried about by the time we actually
it's almost too trendy.
Well, by the time we get it out, though, it's going to be
it's not trendy at all.
Exactly.
So that's about right.
All right. Hattori Hanzo says, "What really happened in Vegas? Jules is now ghosting you. I'm concerned." No,
dude, Vegas was crazy, y'all. That was only one episode, too.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. Yeah, okay. and I was telling people,
them in.
Check out the most recent podcast. Did that get released today? Should have
been.
Where we kind of talk about that. And by the way, since Dylan's not here, we can set the record straight about Dylan throwing his drink out.
Yes,
which he definitely did.
Cheater.
I didn't want to.
We don't have the footage.
We don't have the footage,
so we can't really prove it.
But it was such a big deal. I was like, oh, we got to capture this, and that's why I recorded that little bit, and then it wasn't recording, and then we re-recorded it, and it just didn't have the same.
And of course, Dylan denies everything as usual, but I think the video.
He didn't deny it. He was on the offensive. That's
true too. That's so true too. So true. It's like, man, truly guilty.
Definitely. All right. Jeff says he also agrees with the Zinfandel being prominent. Came off lighter on the palate than any other Foursquare.
Really?
It's definitely lighter than the blue label ones, the high proof ones. What was the other red label one? I'm blanking on the name.
Not Redoubtable.
No, not Redoubtable.
What's the red?
Somebody will post
someone, yeah.
But the lower proof ones like this, are in some ways almost better balanced. And I don't know. I had something in my head.
It's Friday. Who cares, man?
Just lighter on the palate, like Jeff is saying, though. I would agree with that. Jeff says the I-5 805 North Interchange can be a bitch. Yes.
It's that 405, man.
Yeah, Torianzo says it can be a rare sight to see the fully formed Curiosity Public Voltron with Dylan.
This is true.
I thought it's supposed to be Jillian.
Yeah.
Andrew says, how much is the Indelible? I think I paid $100, almost $100 even.
Really?
I can look it up. Jules can talk about the chat here for a second.
Oh, I gotta look through that?
You don't have to. You can just amuse everybody.
Oh, I'm trying to think now too. Sagacity?
Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's what it was. Sagacity. All right. I got the Indelible was, that's not it. Oh, it was 75. So after shipping.
Okay, that sounds about right. Oh, yeah. Well,
because I ordered it through K&L Wines, had it for $74.99.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This thing is, what is happening?
Yeah, it's hiding some comments. You can unhide those. I don't know. It like auto detects bad words, and there's probably a way to turn that off.
Zinfandel, Michael Jonas. This is way behind. Ernie Detente.
Detente. What did you say?
Detente.
You thinking of Duterte?
Just like, yeah. Seriously.
Oh, Marvin's asking for the chocolate cake episode. Yeah.
Yes. Nope. That's the infamous...
I do want to release it. No, don't get me wrong. I do. I need to do it.
Dude, we don't even there's no editing involved.
There needs to be a little bit of
editing.
There needs to be a little bit of editing.
Raw footage.
Because
show these guys.
It's too much raw footage. It needs to be cut up a little bit. Not even that. It's just there's long periods where nothing's happening because we're just trying
laughing
we're laughing so hard, and it takes us so long to reset. I just it would be better cut up. So
True.
it's in the works. It's in the pipeline, as we say.
Along with all our other Vegas episodes.
Yeah, Sagacity and Detente. Detente, I think that's what it is.
Detente.
All right, Andrew says it was only 70 in Washington. We normally get screwed on Foursquare. That's glad that you didn't.
That's a
this
reasonable
time.
price,
Yeah.
though. Yeah.
All right, I think I'm mostly caught up, but I want to get back into this one more time here because this was really quite.
I guess we should analyze it.
I have been analyzing it.
Yeah,
I've just been drinking. You've been chugging it.
It's so good.
I got something for you to try, by the way. We decided in the chat that you should try this.
Uh-oh.
Really amazing pour. I cracked into Dylan's stash as a first pour. This right here is from Sonoma County.
Wow.
Bourbon. You want to try it?
Yeah. Let's line her up.
Let me know what you think.
You already opened with this?
Oh, I already opened with this.
Okay.
I gave my thoughts. I said, you know what? Jules is going to love this one.
Probably.
Because
oh, wow.
It's unique.
Oh, man. What is that smell? That is fresh, man. That is a fresh crack.
I want you to taste it and then guess how old it is.
Okay.
It is a weeder, by the way, too.
Can't be that old. 3 to 5 years? 1 year?
Well, it proudly says no less than 1 year. Which means 1 year.
Yeah.
Maybe like 1 year and a couple months, but this is disgusting, isn't it?
That is rank, man.
The nose is so bad.
The nose is terrible. The palate's not. It's just blah.
It's not good.
But at least it didn't the nose.
Oh yeah, the nose is like
the experience didn't transfer to the palate. Yeah.
Oh, it's not getting any better. It's getting worse now that it's been sitting out. Smell that one that's been sitting out. It smells more like paint thinner now, I think.
It got worse.
It got worse.
It got worse. Yeah. This is that,
Oh, I can't even try it again.
Of, no, man. This, what this reminds me of? It's like, you go into, an unopened garage or shed in the wild.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That
It's
kind
like,
of thing. Like
gasoline.
You get it's all kinds
of
like
paint
stuff.
Thinner.
Yeah, paint thinner.
Paint thinner,
like
ether.
The model glue that
Dylan loves. Ether.
Whew.
Yeah,
how are you even saving that?
I wanted to see if it got for the academic exercise.
Jeez.
Roy Ann says, is that worse than Bradshaw? Yes, it is worse.
Oh, yeah, this is way worse.
Way worse.
Oh, yeah. Got to go back to something decent.
Yeah.
Okay, back to bananas and figs. And...
it's like a fruit compote. It's like a fruit salad.
Yeah.
But
it's so fruity.
You let the fruit salad sit for like a couple hours, like the juice at the bottom of that.
Yeah, let it absorb in there.
Like that bottom, like the juice from all the different fruits. Maybe cook it down just a tiny bit.
Yeah, definitely cook down. Oh, so good.
Oh, sugary too. That's really nice. I hate it when people say that too.
What, smooth?
No, that's nice.
That's nothing, man.
That's like when Dylan says it's interesting.
That's interesting, exactly.
All right. So do you want to crack into your
let's do it.
Victors?
Yeah, let's do it. Because Octomore, I think, will just blow us out.
I mean, we have a 2019 one if you want to drink that one.
Oh no, man, let's do it.
You want to open yours? Okay.
Yeah. If I can open it, Jesus.
The arthritis kicking in.
Seriously, man.
All right, let me check the chat here. I think I got way behind. Let's see here. Where am I? Unstoppable says, at a mom and pop liquor store, I found 2 bottles of Highland Park cask strength release number 1. I, of course, bought them. Nice. Great choice. Great choice. A lot of discussion here about the Octomores. So
yeah, baby.
All right. Now I'm trying to remember from our drink through what we thought about the 2019 because I remember it was like up and down in terms of oakiness.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And like what we thought between year to year. But again, it's single barrel.
So it's going to vary.
It is definitely going to vary. Great bottle, man. This is a nice gift.
Oh,
is this one of the good ones? I can't remember.
Mm.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Oh my god, dude.
That right level of oak.
Oh yeah.
Oak and like brown sugar and cherry.
I mean, I like caramel popcorn, man. It's really coming through for me.
Yeah, but it's like a
But
almost
it's
burnt caramel.
Yeah, burnt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe it's something minty. Oh man. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Just going in.
Thank you, Jules. What did Jules buy? Oh wait, hang on. We got to do the what did Jules buy?
Oh yeah. Did not put that on cue.
What did Jules buy?
So late. So late. So off.
I should know that when you walked in.
Off your game, man. All right.
Oaky.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the oaky ones.
Yep.
I mean, they're all pretty oaky, but this one
this one's
has a
really
good
forward.
hit.
Yeah.
But not
like the
not tannic.
Tannic. Yeah.
Like you can really
and
taste
not that grainy. It's not like grainy.
Not at all. This is fantastic.
Woo! Happy Friday.
Yeah. We had some comments here about the Michter's 10. So Caesar has that's exactly true. The Michter's 10 year is great, but the price sucks. I completely agree. It's just...
Yeah, I mean, this thing's going for, how much, like $300, $500?
I mean, yeah. I think the cheapest I was able to get, the most recent one, the 2021.
Yeah.
I think I had to pay 200. And then up into that point, I think we talked about it in our drink through of them. Like up till then, I never paid more than like 160, maybe 170 tops.
Exactly.
But just the way things are now, like you're never going to find it at MSRP unless you have a hookup. And
we don't got hookups.
No.
Even though Dylan is industry adjacent, as I like
Whatever
to
that
say.
means.
Yeah, exactly. Just means he drinks a lot, dude. That's what it means.
So I mean, we're industry adjacent.
Yeah, I guess so.
Moose 76 has never seen a Michter 10 in the wild. I used to.
I used to see it all the time.
Yeah,
back in the day. Not anymore.
I remember seeing them sitting on the shelf at one of the liquor stores I frequent a lot. I mean, it's
Dude,
probably
I don't even actually
5
now
years
that I think
ago.
yeah, I was gonna say it's got to be at least 5 years now for me. Crazy.
Graham Chaser says, "I wish I could get a gift like that. Nice bottle, Jules. Fantastic."
Yeah, I was totally shocked, man.
Yeah,
it's like I didn't have to open any other gifts.
All right, James Morgan says 175 pounds in the UK if you can catch it for the Michter's 10. That's, I mean, I'm thinking like with the export and all that stuff, that doesn't seem
or just even the conversion.
crazy.
Yeah, it is, man. That's going to be like $230.
Yeah, but like I had to pay $200 for it. I mean, I understand with like
without shipping.
Without
or
shipping,
did you do shipping? Yeah.
I'm thinking like it's got to get a little bit of that.
Oh, you're thinking all the other
export.
Logistics crap, dude. Forget.
Jeez.
Whatever.
All right, Gerardo says $50 a pour buy or pass. For this pass, I wouldn't pay that much for a pour Michter's 10. I'd pay, like if I've never had it before, what would I go to? $30 maybe? Just to try it?
Okay.
25.
Or like if you think it's George T. Stagg.
That's coming. That's coming. We have the proof, by the way.
Exactly. We have written proof of that.
Yeah. So there will be something coming in the near future. And Dylan ordered George T. Stagg, but we're pretty sure he got served Stagg Jr.
Pretty sure.
Mainly because we got the receipt, and the receipt said
come on,
Stagg Jr.
That, and what are the chances of them actually having Stagg? Seriously.
I don't know.
Seriously.
We were there. We saw it all go down. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see how that might just
That's
be
another tease for y'all.
Yeah.
We got double tease.
All right. Michael Jonas says, a few weeks ago, found a 2018 Woodford batch for retail in Long Island. Does Dylan still prefer that one to GTS? Was it the 18? I think it was like what was the first year? Was it 17? Or was it 18?
For whatever reason, I think it's 18. But
yeah. It's whatever the first release
memory.
of that batch proof was. I think it was like the 125 proof one. I don't know. I'd have to go back to the tapes. Oh, James, there we go. That's the thing I forgot. 700 milliliters for the UK version.
Good catch. So that is.
Yeah. So it is a bit much.
Yeah. Good catch. Totally forgot about
that. All right, Royan has a good question here. Could Michter's 10 be similar to old Elijah Craig 12 bottles I think so. Yes, that's like the same level of oak as the old Elijah 12. Should we try it?
Do we still have some?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Should I go?
Let's try it.
We'll do this, Roy. We're gonna do this for you.
Just for you, man. Are you sure? I didn't even think we have anymore.
I'm pretty sure we have one here.
All right. Says Dutch. You know how that goes, guys. All right. Let's see if I can read through this text thing. Oh, great. I think this crashed again, guys. Good old Windows. All right. Loading. Dude, this thing took forever to load.
Are you finally caught up?
No, look, it's still it's not even scrolling. It's doing the whatever circle.
Dude, that laptop's dead. Okay, so let me get some glasses here.
I'm impressed. I'll get it. I'm impressed we have that still, man.
Well, we did. I think it's from when we did the drink through of Elijah Craig. We pulled this one out. So this was a bottle I think that we acquired in Prague. It's got the old Prague sticker on it. So
nice.
That is a loud cork.
Wow. Oh, I'm excited, man. I think the last time I had this was in Prague. Or other than, I mean, when did we film our drink through?
After we got this bottle.
Oh, I guess so.
Actually, you know where we drank it?
That.
We drank it on the train ride from Prague to Vienna.
And we got hammered.
And we've almost finished the whole bottle.
This is how wasted Dutch was, guys.
I made a song.
Yeah, he was composing music on the train ride.
No, and then in the restaurant where we were having dinner.
Oh, so good. Such good times.
Ooh. What do you think? Oh, crap. I got to label these.
Yeah, I should do.
So this is stickers. The Elijah Craig. There's a whole stack of them. I'm out, actually.
Okay.
So Elijah Craig. Here.
Pens. On the ground.
It's going to be one of those nights, guys.
Oh, yeah. Friday night. EC.
They're different.
On the nose?
Yeah. Well, actually,
they would be.
The Elijah Craig's a little punchier almost.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's just, we have to remember that this used to be a $35 bottle. True. Available everywhere. And it was just such
now we can only get it in Europe.
Such an amazing bottle. Vortex says, first time I had Michter's 10 bourbon, I thought it was a peanut bomb.
It is.
I was going to say, this one's a little nutty.
Yeah.
Second time it lost the nuttiness, just tastes like plums. Either way, I wasn't a fan. Yeah, if you've seen our drink through of it, they vary year to year and bottle to bottle because it is a single barrel thing. And I could see that. I could see coming into one of them and then not loving it, and coming into like another year's and absolutely loving it. I think the first one I had was like that 2016 one. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
So good. I remember that.
And
too.
then subsequent ones weren't always as good, but
This is this is peanut Evo, dude.
2018 was the first year Michael Jones. Okay, so there you go. I can't remember anything. So yeah, the first one, wasn't it 125 proof? Something like that?
I don't think it was that high.
Of the Michter,
that was like
that wasn't a COVID cough, was it?
How dare you? Let me get some water.
All right, let me see. I'm trying to get caught up here on the chat, guys. Sorry. Yeah, Roy. There you go, Roy. Okay. Moose 76 has a question. Old Forester 1910 or 1920? I don't actually know. I like them both. I personally would probably go for the 1910. Really? I think just a little more my style. What are our thoughts on the upcoming Jack Daniel's 12 year? It'd be great if I could find a bottle. Put it that way. Never seen.
That's our
10
thought.
Year,
can we even get it?
And I'm not gonna pay.
Actually,
10
can
times.
I even see it somewhere?
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay like 10 times MSRP for it. But if I can find it at MSRP, I'll definitely want to try it. Excited. Roy, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it.
Dude, thanks, guys.
All right, for Roy here, let's try
Seriously.
these now.
All right.
Elijah Craig 12.
Happy Friday.
Oh, man, that nose is so good.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
It's a lot. It's a good oak hit.
Yeah.
I'd say a similar amount of oakiness. I mean, the flavor profiles are not the same.
No.
But the
Flavor
oak
different,
level
but the oak level
is pretty similar. Like for me, this goes right up to the limit. Because I know with the 18, it's too much.
Too much.
This one is like, it's for a 12-year, it's very oaky. But then again, for a 10-year, the Michter stuff tends to be pretty oaky. All right, let's try the 10.
Dude, good comparo. It's not that oaky.
Yeah, the 12's a little, I don't know, but right on the finish of the 10.
Because it comes up on, yeah.
It's a very similar level of oak on the finish.
Comes up on you.
The 12, the Elijah has a little more oak on the palate.
Yeah.
But on the finish, the 10-year kind of matches it. It's weird. They're different expressions, but like it's like that one flavor component is actually pretty similar between the two of them.
Yeah. Because it comes up enough on the Michter that you can recognize it. So, wow.
Yeah, Dram Chaser says, nice call, Roy. Yes, agreed. That's a fun one there. Always fun to do these spur-of-the-moment comparisons.
Oh, I love it. Just means more drinking.
All right, let's see here. Add a current Elijah Craig. Yeah, not that interesting.
What does he mean?
Compare it to the current.
Yeah.
We've done the side-by-sides of that. I mean, it's just a different experience. Yeah, there we go. Prescription bourbon in the house for academics. Exactly. Hey, this is an academic exercise.
It is. Can you detect the same amount of oakiness?
Are you detecting nuttiness?
We're detecting nuttiness.
Moose 76 says they need to bring back that old Elijah Craig. Yeah, they need to bring back the 12-year. I agree. I mean, the nice thing is
that
age
statements.
We do get the 12-year barrel proof.
True.
Which is luckily
that's
reasonably available.
Yeah.
But I mean, the question I always pose is, would we rather have that or have this always available? You know, that's a tough call. I really like the high proof 12-year, but if this was available everywhere
on the regular,
even at a reasonable price, even at $50 in this day and age, in this day and age, you could charge $70 for this.
I was going to say 70.
You would not feel let down.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jeff Perkins says, yes, get Vegas drunk.
Telling you,
I think, we were the ones that were definitely actually drinking our drinks.
Exactly. True professionals over here.
Is that what professional is?
I think so. I don't know if that's professionalism, but
No, I don't think it was. Okay, so
why are you still labeling stuff, dude? Finish them, man. Jeez,
this is what happens.
So boring.
I was not expecting.
Look, I can't walk away from video poker until I finish my drink.
Yeah, you. I mean, you kept.
Dylan's always ready to go.
Yeah, the thing that we talked about it on the podcast a bit, but like the thing that I realized really killed me was the dinner.
Yeah,
and we didn't show the fact that we ordered like 3 or 4 other bourbons like after the Macallan that we tried.
We did not show that.
Yeah, because we were doing like this little like.
Because also the filming. Well, we weren't really recording.
We weren't really because we were eating.
Yeah,
and
we were just
like,
enjoying.
We kept ordering these bourbons.
Dude, and that bartender was cool though, because he kept offering, "You guys got to try this thing.
Yeah,
you got to try that."
Yeah, it was fun, and
those are the best conversations.
But yeah, I don't think Dylan drank any of that.
No, really?
I don't know. I'm gonna say it because he's not
calling him out, man. You're gonna rile up the CPU.
Oh yeah, that's what we're here for.
Hilarious.
All right, Andrew says some of the Elijah Craig store picks rival the old 12-year age-stated ones. I've seen 12, 13, and 14-year picks. That's pretty awesome. The only ones I think the problem was like the first couple of them that I had weren't that great, and I kind of stopped looking for them. But the fact that there's some older age-stated ones, I need to kind of take another look at those because that's cool. All right, we got some answers here to the 1910 versus 1920.
Yeah, I want to know what people are saying.
Wignuts says, it sounds weird when you say it like that. Wignuts? I want to say wingnuts.
That's what
Wignuts.
That's what I read.
Says 1910. Vortex, 1920. Veluth, 1910. Prescription Bourbon, DMC says 1920. Apparently we have a bot.
What?
I didn't see it. Jules is supposed to be checking that stuff.
Not with this thing, man.
Yeah, the laptop is so slow.
Yeah. I just haven't bothered anymore.
Okay, have you ever thought about making your own whiskey?
Of course.
From Frumpkin. That would be awesome.
Oh, man.
I don't know if we can set up a distillery legally, but we could blend some stuff maybe. That'd
Does
be
that
fun.
matter? Has that ever stopped us? Excuse me.
All right, Andrew says the sleeper answer is 1897. It's the most underrated of the Whiskey Roast series. Interesting. Question from Walking Ears. This actually came up in the most recent podcast as well. I'm not intentionally hyping our podcast. It just we happen to talk about infinity bottles. And
I think we need to.
And about none of us do them.
True.
But we should do one here on set.
The closest thing we did was we did like a 3-day filming once.
Oh,
if I remember. And we
dumped everying in this big vat.
into that. Yeah.
Did we ever share that? No, we recorded it.
We did record it.
Yeah. It wasn't good. But it wasn't like
it wasn't bad either. Yeah.
It just wasn't like we thought it'd be more interesting, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
All right, Victor has an actual question for us here. Which has the better mouthfeel between these two?
Don't know. Need more to tell.
I'm slightly leaning towards the Michter's. Did you just do that?
I guess so. Oh,
scratch the table.
Jeez.
I think what the problem is that the finish on the Michter's is better. I think.
Mouthfeel, huh?
But mouthfeel? Might be the Elijah Craig.
Yeah.
It's a little butter,
more buttery. Better oil coating.
More oily.
Yeah.
A little more viscous. But it's a little bit less intense on the palate,
of course,
than the Michter's. Man, this stuff.
It's a workhorse.
I miss it. Yeah, it's fantastic. So fantastic.
So good.
Oh, man. Okay. Michael Jonas says the 2018 was 125.8. Literally laughed seeing it all covered in 3 years of dust. That's pretty awesome. Actually, I recently cracked back into my bottle of that. I had one sitting on my shelf. It was kind of in the back, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember that thing."
Yeah,
and it's just I still think that stuff is underrated. I think it's fantastic. Okay, Tori Hanzo says unpopular opinion, but 1910 or 1920 individually are much better than doing the 1915 blend. 1915 just goes overwhelmingly runts bananas for me. I don't know that I've ever done that blend.
Me too.
Did we do that when we did the drink through? I don't think we did.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Vortex, how does the Elijah Craig 12 compare to the barrel proof? I mean, you'd have to say which release, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the proof difference is huge. I mean, this is 47%. It's not super high proof. Okay, thinking back to like the low, what was the low one? The B521 was kind of a lower proof, like 119 or something. Those just have a lot more spice.
Yeah, it was spicy.
Way spicier, all of them usually. I mean, they're just way more intense.
Yeah.
They're not as drinkable necessarily. This is, I mean, as Dylan would say, low proof. I think if you were to proof down one of the new Elijah Craig barrel proofs, I don't think the flavor profile would be that different, really, than this. But it'd be interesting to try.
That'd be a good test.
I'm going to have to try that.
Because I don't think you could... it would take quite a few drops.
To get the proof down. Well, we'd have to measure it.
So it's going to be, it's going to get so watered down.
Michael Jonas just traded a buddy for a couple of the 139.4 proof Elijah Craig barrel proof pirate bottles. I can't wait to crack them. Yeah, the old barrel proof in this bottle, those are hard to come by these days.
That's the Dylan jam right there.
Yeah. Roy N says Elijah Craig 12 is way more oaky than ECBB for some weird reason. I think what it is, though, is at that proof point, the spiciness on the barrel proof really overwhelms the oakiness. I think there's something about it at the proof point. I think, and that's why I said it'd be really interesting to proof down some of the ECPBs to see if they taste like this.
Yeah,
but maybe not. They may not. I mean, this is a blend, obviously. So those are blends, but they're batched blends. They're smaller blends. So I don't know. Prescription bourbon.
Mileage will vary.
Jules was slamming his Vegas drinks. Yes, he was. Absolutely. And yeah, there was a cut bit where we're on the walkway into Venetian, and he was just like, he didn't know where he was. And then the walkway goes up and then
that
down.
Moving walkway, dude,
and when it started going down, you were like,
because normally when that kind of stuff happens, you think you're going to change walkways.
Yeah.
But it's the same walkway, guys. Mind blown.
Mind blown. All right.
I think the funny part is it's not like I haven't been there before.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like holy moly, we've been doing a lot of drinking.
Oh man. Okay, let's see. Oh man, a lot of comments here. We got to move on though. Seriously. Let's move on to whatever we're doing next here. Do you want to try the Penelope?
Did you already crack that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure.
Do you have a glass?
I'll go get one.
We'll move on from these. I will get to the chat here. A little bit more. There's a lot of comments coming in, guys. Sorry, we're going slow. Oh man, Naughty Grin says super chat. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
The broadcast is improved without the proof snob.
That's right.
I certainly think so. Yep. John Schreier says, "Hey guys."
Hey.
What's up, John?
What's up?
Thank you for coming to hang out. Moose76 says, I liked the Vegas video. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
That was probably more work.
All this guy.
Probably more work
than
it
how
was
many
worth.
Different sources of camera footage?
It was hell.
Audio. Yeah.
Yeah, it was tough.
I mean, when did we film that? November?
I think it was September. Yeah.
Oh, that long ago?
Yeah, it was still hot. It was still pretty hot, remember?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a while ago. So and it just took forever to kind of get through.
Plus holidays, man.
Yeah.
Once November hits, yeah, you know.
Okay, let's see. Catch up here. Michael Jonas says, Bourbon Pursuit make their own whiskey release by renting Bardstown Bourbon Company for a day to contract distill for about $1 million. Does that mean they have to...
They pay up?
They pay up? That's how much they pay? I don't know. That's interesting.
It's that good YouTube money.
Yeah, I guess. No, they don't. Theirs is like website and podcast, right? How do you like that? Let it open up, because I
mean, it's not as interesting as obviously what we just drank.
True. Mine's been sitting for a while now. My Penelope.
And I'm kind of shocked at the proof. 114, 115.
Wow, it
opened up.
It definitely gets. You want to try this one?
Yeah,
it's been open for a while. Like the sweetness really comes through more. I was surprised how much it really did get better.
It's almost a completely different drink, dude.
Yeah, when I first poured it, I was like,
I gotta let it sit. Yeah.
Definitely improved with some time.
That's crazy.
So much sweeter, like honey. Sweet.
And that's only what, maybe 30 minutes up, something.
Maybe almost an hour at this point.
Oh. I didn't know it was that late. Jeez.
Remember, you came halfway through the stream.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, it's right now not that interesting.
Wignotes is Shan.
Chan.
This is a bad reading night for me. It's like Mondays and Fridays. I can't read. We do a midweek stream.
That's good, dude.
Okay. Sean and Dan both put 1920 third place blind. Yeah, somebody else was commenting about the Bourbon Junkies doing their
a blind comparator.
They did a blind of all of the old Forester stuff, and they had like I think 1910 and then the 1897 as their favorites. So I didn't really get the 1910. I think that one's good. It's a little surprising because when we did them in a drink through, and I think we did them in order of proof.
Yeah.
But like everything except for the 1910 and 1920 just tasted unremarkable doing it that way.
Yeah.
But doing it totally blind would be interesting.
God, is Dylan here all of a sudden?
Interesting.
Interesting.
I'm not saying they would taste interesting. The experience would be an interesting experience.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are we here? Maybe Dutch should do a Sonoma County pick. Oh, man. I would not call it bourbon. That's for sure.
How the heck did Dylan get that? Jeez.
There's another one over there. There were two of them. I just grabbed one of them randomly. There's
Seriously?
a non-weeded one over there too. Yeah. Ken O, aka Cohen, says, "Where is Cohibadillion?" Not joining again, unfortunately.
He missed the boat.
But I did mention it earlier. I think February 18th we have a locked in. We have a tentative.
Since we don't do a good job of notifying everybody, we're letting you know.
If you're at the 1 hour and 27 minute in this video and you're paying attention still,
I'm surprised you lasted this.
February 18th, Dylan should be here.
You guys are awesome.
Alive.
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 Alive. Alive.
Okay. Where am I here? Sipping some liquid IV. Comparing A117 and C119. A119 and C119.
Oh.
Nice.
Very fun.
Got Cohen got a Swiller Antique 107, a Weller at Total Wine in Northridge today for $50.99. We'll probably trade or sell
today. Nice, wow. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, being able to get that at that price, you can probably trade up with somebody for something quite good.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to get the better end of that bargain, but
you're ahead.
Yeah. Moose 76 asking, will there be a part 2 of the Vegas? Yes.
And
a part 3, probably.
Part 3.
Yeah.
And 4.
No,
and 5.
I think we can do it in a 3 part. We can do the strip in 3 parts, I think.
I don't know, man.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Either way, it will be good.
Yeah. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but we also, our podcast, today's podcast, actually, we talked about.
Dropped this morning.
We
so if you guys want to know behind the scenes stuff, check it out on major podcast platforms.
It's not that good, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like, why would you ever want to do that?
Hattori Hanzo says the Vegas soundtrack was really nice. Dutch Danny Elfman may want to retire after that.
It's getting there, man.
Wasn't that good, but
it's getting there.
It was fun to play around with that a little bit. Okay. WTF says, can you give us any hints as to what bottles are coming up next for the Ultimate Spirits competition? I think the next one is a tequila.
And now they all stop watching.
It's not going to get any views, but we're going to do it anyway. I think it's the Don Fulano.
Yeah.
That's what I started on. What do we have coming, though? I think we did... What else did we do? We did Bardstown 6.
Right.
That's not the... It's over there somewhere. But yeah, we have Bardstown Discovery number 6 coming. I know we filmed that one.
Did we do a Kirkland?
We did Kirkland
20-something.
4? Is it 24, the newest one?
One of those, yeah.
Whatever the newest Kirkland Scotch. We did that one. We've got... what else did we do? We did a bunch of stuff last time. Yeah, anyway, those 3.
Through.
We try to get through as many
as
we
reviews,
can.
So. And this time, last filming was a good mix, though, I remember. We did a bunch of tequila.
Yeah, we got a good drink through coming, too. We got the 4 Roses. We do all 10 recipes of that. So
that's a big one.
I'll probably do that after the Don Fulano, because nobody's going to watch the tequila video.
So we got to get our views
So we have to get the views back up by doing a bourbon video. And then, do we have any rum coming up? I don't think we did.
No, we didn't get any
rum. We'll probably do a proper review of the one we just did, the Indelible. We have some other rum too we need to get to. So we'll probably jump to some other brands of rum we need to do. We actually have some cognac stuff we want to do as well. Plenty of bourbon stuff and whiskey stuff, scotch.
Plenty of scotch.
What exactly is going to be next, though, I don't know. We'll have to see. But Lots of stuff in the pipeline. I wish we could crank it out faster. It's just the bottleneck is the editing, quite frankly. So
It's hard, man.
all
Especially
right.
all that Vegas stuff. Because we got like 2 more Vegas episodes coming, at least, right?
What's that? What?
2 more Vegas episodes.
Oh yeah. So Vegas. So we're going to continue the strip challenge that we were doing in part 2 and part 3, yet to be filmed. Those are going to be filmed in the coming months and probably coming out later this year. But we did film other stuff when we were there filming the strip challenge that we did. And those,
that was fun. Both of those challenges were fun.
Yeah. So they're a little different concepts. Yeah. We did one downtown and one on the strip. And I'm starting in on the strip one we did for that, the challenge we did there, different challenge. So that
all I can say is, as a teaser for that, guys, if you ever wanted to know how fast like a dwarf can run, you got to watch that footage, because we literally panned right and Dylan was gone. Seriously, like the Flash.
He's very competitive.
It's like,
he's very competitive.
Oh yeah.
And then you and I are just standing around like whatever.
Oh yeah. Check that out, guys.
Oh man. Hattori Hansa says Sean and Dan like to bottle flip and wrestle. CP for the win with his bro filters.
Thanks, guys.
We make up for the bro stuff by just being complete idiots. Though, so. Nerds. Nerd. All right, Cohen got another of our favorite Highland Park cast strength bass number 2 for $79.99 high time this week. Great.
Man, price. You guys are getting the steals.
That is a great one.
Seriously.
Shiyama says the entire podcast was just Dylan calling you guys drunk. 5 stars.
So true.
This is great way to put it. All right, LJ and LA. LJ and LA was the one that got the drive quote.
Yeah,
I used to always say.
Like, hey.
It would be interesting to pour the same bourbon from different bottles to see if there are any differences. Also, pour a few glasses from the same bottle to test the taster. That is interesting. That's
good challenge.
We did do early on.
We did something like that.
We did that with Michter's 10. So we had 2 bottles. That was to see if it changed over time.
Yeah.
We had 2 bottles from the same barrel because they put the barrel number, and we had one that was like halfway empty or halfway full if you're an optimist. That had been sitting for like 10 months, and a brand new one from the same barrel, and we compared them blind. And there's definitely a difference. Yeah. And which one was better I think it was a split. Yeah. 2 to 3 on which one was actually better. So you can search for that
pretty
one.
Close.
Yeah. All right. Carlito Classico. I'm a Vegas virgin going in April. Any good liquor stores to hit so I can bring back some good stuff to my stupid controlled liquor state?
Lee's,
not anymore.
If you can get off the strip.
If you can get off the strip, Lee's. It's hit or miss, though. Like some of the stuff is in the case and it's marked up like crazy, but sometimes you can get lucky there. I mean, the Total Wine, there's a bunch of Total Wines out there. Don't go to the one on the strip.
Don't go to the one on the strip.
Yeah, that one's marked up. Yeah. You can still get good stuff there sometimes. Yeah. But there's a couple of them off the strip that are not bad. Yeah. You can get better stuff at them. There's a couple of local spots
towards the one closer to Green Valley.
Or that one, and then the one over by Red Rock too is
that's
good.
Right, Red Rock, yeah.
And then there's like what liquor lineup is out there that's supposed to be pretty good. I haven't gone there. I mean, I used to hunt there a bit,
and you won't find much on downtown either.
Yeah,
so
no.
Get away from the strip.
But at the
west,
also
or east,
you can at the Total Wines out there. You'll find Smoke Wagon a lot. You won't always find the uncut.
You'll find Smoke Wagon at like on the strip.
At Target. Yeah. So. If you're there on the right day. Yeah. All right. Are we ready to move on?
That's the one thing we didn't do. We didn't get to do the tour.
What's the tour?
There's a tour out there.
A whiskey tour?
Yeah. Remember? I can't remember the name. Dylan, I thought, was sending something out about doing a tour out there. There was a whiskey tour out there. Maybe someone in the chat knows.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is it Lost Spirits?
Yeah. I don't know what that is. But I remember him saying something about it.
He was saying something about that. It's not loaded.
Okay. Time to move on.
Look it up, guys. There's some cool, like, Lost Spirits distillery tour, and I think they have, like, different bars set up. That's a clean one for you.
Oh. Okay, you ready to do this? Ready to get into scotch?
Let's go.
Scotch.
We're going to get blown away.
You can do the close-up over there.
Yeah. I forgot we got that camera on.
which there it is. Octomore
12.1.
12.1.
Look at that, guys.
Super choppy.
Nothing else. All right.
Let's get it out of the canister here. I mean, you're going to love this bottle.
Whoa.
Why don't you do a close-up of that,
dude? That's slick. Look at this, guys. A black mat on there.
It is pretty slick.
Very clean. I like that signature, too. Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty slick. The matte finish. All right, so Octomore is the like heavily peated stuff that I believe Bruichladdich puts it out. This one is edition 12.1, and they have the parts per million of, I guess, the peat, which is 130.8 parts per million. They are bottled at high proof. This one is 59.9%, so just under 120 proof. This is part of the 2021 release. It is aged only 5 years, so a young one. And this is called the Impossible Equation. Do they all have different names? I've never owned one before. I almost bought some older ones I came across at a random liquor store, and I don't know why I didn't. Dylan got really mad at me for not buying them, actually. All right. Aura. That was Scottish.
Whoa.
That looks like a 5-year-old Scotch. It's very light.
Very light.
Wow. Whoa.
Woo. You're getting the smoky, all right.
Yep. All right, let me try to get caught up here on the chat a little bit. This one definitely needs to sit, I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Siyama has not seen El Tesoro in months. His concern is that tequila is going to become the next bourbon, and it ends up allocated and prices go up. Yeah, I mean, Dylan was saying that he went into a Total Wine, and the guy told him, oh, yeah, Fortaleza is, or maybe just the Añejo, but like it's now allocated. So I hear you. You might be right.
It's crazy, man. Question is, do you think tequila will ever get to like the crazy secondary market that?
Yeah, it could.
Is?
It could. Yeah. It could. I don't know. It could.
Well, I mean, anything can.
That would be interesting. Roy Ann says, I love Compass Box, especially Flaming Heart. Somebody else was mentioning Compass Box. I think I missed it. Sorry. Yeah. Siyama is no joke drinking the 2018 right now. Anuj is back. Says, how's the Octomore? Jules is taking his first sip.
Nope.
Oh, the Octomore's right here opening up.
Well, I figured I'll wait for you.
We just
so slow over here. But man, you get the Bruichladdich. You get that familiar aroma, all right?
Yep. Lots of peat.
Mm-hmm. Lots of peat. But you know, I'm getting like, when you break through that, there's like a crazy, spicy thing, like a jalapeno, man.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean? Like the
like
kind of like
one,
the
like a roasted one.
The roast, yeah, like the essence of that, yeah. Crazy guys.
Walking Air says rum will probably get more hyped before tequila does.
Think so,
maybe.
Even on the secondary market side.
I don't know.
I mean, tequila aficionados are like they're starting to become
annoying.
No, they're starting to become hoarders. Dare I say?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I follow a lot of that stuff, so I don't know if I'm just in the bubble, and it does feel that way. But
it's feeling like that, man.
I just look at our videos, and I think the only the tequila, like our Fortaleza drink through and our Tears of Llorona video are two of our best videos, right?
Yeah.
But all of our other tequila stuff gets like no views, which I don't. I mean, it gets some.
You guys aren't watching Sincoro? Come on.
Which that's good though. People are watching the good stuff,
and they know. So they
maybe there's something to it. I don't know. Okay, so Cohen says Lost Spirits in Vegas.
Yeah, that's lost. That's what I thought. Okay.
But then he says the one in LA is better than Vegas. So
Oh, real.
Good to know.
Okay.
Good to know.
Lost Spirits. Cool.
So you guys are talking about G4 here too. That's another thing we do have coming. We did a G4 drink through.
G4.
So that is coming.
All right, I'm going to dig into this now, man.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, still getting that jalapeno. So, that's so good.
All right. See how this one is. Wow, look at that golden color. It's really light. And now I know why they went with the black bottle.
The black mat?
Yeah.
Cheers. Happy Friday, y'all. Huh. I was not expecting that. Okay.
It's like a wisp of smoke. And a lot of sweetness on that finish for me.
A lot of sweetness. Yeah. A lot of sugar. Like, a lot of sugar, guys.
Yeah. And the smoke is all at the front
you know what, though?
of the palate.
The finish is turning into some salty thing for me. It's really interesting.
I need to do another sip to really evaluate it, but yeah.
I think it actually might be pretty good balance.
Yeah, I do too, actually. I'm liking it a lot.
Wow.
Alex asks, what is the part per million on this? This is, I think I said it earlier, what is it? 130.8.
30.
So less than the 11.1 that you're pointing out there.
How much is the...
Where is it?
Was that 136?
Huh?
Oh.
You can't see.
I was like, what are you at the wrong monitor? What are you pointing at? It's like, geez,
it's been a long week, hasn't it, Jules?
That's why I'm drinking. Guys, I think this is phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm liking it a lot too. Andrew has a good point. You can't just increase tequila production like you can with bourbon.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the problem.
That's the problem.
That the big guys, the ones that are doing the contract distilling for all the celebrities, they're harvesting the agave way too young, and then they're just pumping it full of additives to make up for the lack of flavor and
anything.
It's a bad situation because they're screwing up everything for everybody else and screwing up the soil and everything too. So at least there's a good number of the people doing it the right way. But you're right, the production is limited. I do know that there was a guy working on actually growing agave here in San Diego.
Right.
I mean, obviously, you can't call it tequila. And that was a couple years ago, so I imagine it's got to be ready to harvest. I mean, maybe he started it, but...
Okay, second whiff on the nose, I'm getting more of the sweetness now. I think it's just because maybe it's opened up. It's like a honey sweetness.
I have a hard time getting past all the smoke.
Really?
Or the peat, rather.
Oh, man. It's just a light... I mean, it does... You got to break through it, but...
Yeah, I mean...
but it's still like that roasted jalapeno. Good description.
I do prefer the palate to the nose on it, personally.
Oh, yeah, totally. It's the familiar, the classic brulee like aroma for sure. But the palate, man, better balance.
Second sip was a lot spicier up front. But it fades, and all that fruit comes in.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good.
Woo.
Here's a good question from Kevin. Kevin Link says, what is your guys' go-to 12-year single malt?
12.
I probably, at 12 years, I really like the illicit still, Glenlivet. If I want something really like a smooth sipper, if I want something to sit back and enjoy a little more, something a little sweeter, I like the Glendronach 12.
Yeah.
The Glendronach 12 is really nice.
Glendronach is nice. Yeah.
For Highland Park, I'd have to wait for the 15. I'd have to go up to the 15 to really like it.
Yeah.
The 12 doesn't do it for me as much.
No, I'm with you on the Glendronach. I'd probably pull that first.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, it's a really nice spot.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys think, too.
Yeah.
Anuj asks, how was the Indelible? Quite good. Very nice. Very well balanced.
Foursquare was back, man. But again, I think on the lower proof, you're getting it more of the fruity.
More balance.
Yeah.
Very well balanced, I thought. Great flavors.
Yeah.
Really good one.
Must grab.
Yeah. I mean, cheaper. Again, lower proof, but
right.
still like 90 something, 96. What is it? 96, still 96 proof. So it's not like it's
not
nothing, but it's not like their other releases, which are in like 110, 120, whatever. Moose says Glendronach 12. Siyama, great question. Can someone explain to me why Octomore is so expensive at a young age? It's a great question. You know what this kind of reminds me of, though, is the Ardbeg 10. Because it has a lot of that upfront peat and then a lot of that quick switch to sweet.
Yeah.
This is more interesting.
This is better balanced.
Better balanced. And like the sweetness is a little bit more dynamic in this. There's like other
elements. Because you'll still get some of the salty, you'll get fruity.
Yeah. But I mean, maybe that's why. I mean, they're just able to capture something at this
It's
age.
really good, guys.
It's really unique.
For Brulade, dude.
And I
mean, you're getting the classic tones that you would expect, but then actually drinking it, it's really good.
Yeah, because I did have the black art.
Oh yeah.
I've tried the black art, and this, I don't know, is it better? I mean, when you factor in the price, the black art's more expensive.
Yeah,
but this is expensive. I mean, it's a $200 bottle.
Yeah, you know, black art's like $3 something.
Yeah, I would save the money and buy these personally.
Me too.
But
at this point,
I don't know.
It's still high.
It's still high. Yeah, for 5-year-old Scotch, that's really high.
Yeah.
There, Andrew's got it because it can be. Yep. It might have something to do with the amount of peat that they have to burn to make it, says Vortex, so that's possible.
True. Let it burn.
Cohen was not impressed with the new Compass Box Orchard House for 52 young and spirity. And for $50, there's a lot of other better things from Scotland. I'm not super familiar with the Compass Box. I tried one. I've tried a couple of them at like bars, but can't even remember which ones I've tried, and they were not.
I haven't seen them.
Whatever the one I had last, I was at a steakhouse and I ordered it, and I wish I could remember which one it was, but it was on the cheaper side, and I really enjoyed it. It was a pretty well balanced, kind of in the tasted like a Speyside flavor profile from what I remember. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about them. So. Okay, so there are older bottles of Octomore. My 8.4 is 8 years old. I also have a 10-year, despite the relatively young ages. It's a really, it really is an experience like no other. So it's a good way of putting it.
I'm telling you, I'm sold on this. I mean, it is pricey though. Don't get me wrong. I haven't forgotten that, but
Roy's describing it as smoked lemon drops.
Smoked lemon drops. I'm not getting that much on the lemon side. I wish I was. Give me some pink lemonade.
Siyama says 12-year go to Hakushu. I do love that stuff too. Actually, I was drinking that this past weekend, or last weekend. Wow. Actually, it was Monday.
I think I see where you're getting at with the lemon drop. Just last Monday.
Was it Monday? It was either Sunday or Monday. I can't remember.
Man.
This week's been a blur.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I'm still not getting the lemon drop.
Yeah, I'm not getting.
I wish I was.
More like sweet lemon.
Oh, I'm not even.
Yeah, I'm not getting the citrus. No, I'm getting something else. It's more like a cherry apple kind of thing. I'm getting not really cherry. Some other.
But there's an apple thing there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the apple
cooked apple.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's like on the apple side in terms of like the sour thing. It's good though, guys. It's pretty dang good.
All right, Michael Jonas. Thoughts on a 1 ounce pour of Pappy 15 for $50? Have you
50 or 30? Would you say
50? Sorry. Okay. Thoughts on a 1 ounce pour? 1 ounce pour.
1 ounce pour for $50.
I mean, I've seen it for much more than that.
For 1 ounce,
$100 for a 2 ounce pour of Pappy 15. Actually, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's what I mean. I've seen it for a lot more.
Oh yeah. That is what you said.
You're making me second guess myself.
Maths, man. I gotta do it twice.
What? I'd say if you've never had it before,
no,
it's worth trying it.
Yeah,
because it's hard to get it for that
Well,
price.
if you can get it, yeah, okay.
If you've never had it before.
If you've never had it before for $100 for 1 ounce.
$50 for 1 ounce.
All right, $50 for 1 ounce. So yeah, pay the 100, get the 2 ounce. No, I can't see it, dude.
No. Only if you've never had it before.
No, even then, it's not
worth
worth
trying.
It.
It's still really good. It's
of course, but
I would have a. I mean,
1 ounce.
Like, what did we pay for that McAllen in the video?
I know. It's like I'm saying that, but then that dinner in Vegas,
that was a full 1.5 ounces.
Okay, with a good piece of steak. Absolutely.
For a special occasion. Celebrating.
Not even special occasion. Just having fun with friends.
That's a
good
special
meal.
Occasion, man.
Yeah, well, that's like every other day for us.
Oh, man. All right, Wigmaster. I don't really like scotch. What scotches have you tried? It's a good, hey, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
But what I would say is don't be put off if you've only tried 1 or 2. Because
there's a big world.
We've talked about this. I don't know. Were we talking about this in a podcast? Or were we talking about a video? But how you would the spectrum
what we would offer.
The spectrum of flavors in scotch is huge, especially if you're comparing it to things like bourbon. Bourbon is like
just small corner.
They fit in this box. They can skew towards spice and they can skew towards sweet. But when you're talking about scotch, you have all these other things that come into play. It's a huge spectrum of flavors.
Way bigger spectrum.
So what I would say is consider exploring a little more of it.
Yeah.
But it may not be for you. That's also possible. Okay.
Terrible advice.
Ernie says he enjoys our tequila videos, was able to locally find Arete Blanco in a 1 liter for $27. All right.
Nice.
Fantastic. Hattori Hanzo's, we're back on the 12-year single malt. He says, Bunnahabhain 12. Killed my bottle pretty quick, so I should get a replacement ASAP. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, Vortex's Black Art is usually 500 plus. Yeah, I didn't buy a bottle of it. I got a pour of it at a dinner that somebody else was paying for. I did ask them. They were like, get anything you want. I'm like, really? Because I want to get this Black Art. And they're like, go for it. And I'm like, okay. You don't have to twist my arm.
Yeah.
And I had had a few drinks at that point. I wish I had had it in a...
Oh, at the beginning, maybe?
Yeah, I wish... Well, just leading up. It was in Vegas. And I was,
Yeah. Oh.
You guys saw what happened. But anyway, like,
seriously, guys, honestly, that's pretty much like a regular night for us every time we go to Vegas. No joke.
We're less organized.
Yeah.
But we do the same things.
We pretty much do the exact same things. If anything, I'm just playing more slot machines.
Yeah. Okay. Black Art goes up every year. Andrew says, I think MSRP is $500 now. Last couple were mid $400s. Yeah, I think when I was looking at it, it was like $399. And that was like maybe 2 years ago. I never bought it. But Jason Santos says we need a red breast drink through.
I thought you were working on, or Dylan was working on.
We have
a bunch of them downstairs.
Well, we have like the 12 cask, the new 12 cask, and like the Lusante. I don't know what it is. The finished one. So I think we need like what's their older one? They have the older one, right? Is it a 21? I don't know. Yeah, it's a good idea. I want to do one too. If nothing else, we might do a review of the new cask strength one. I don't know. I'm still unclear if they really
did one of those. Did we? I'm pretty sure we did.
Yeah, actually, I think you're right. I think we did do a review of it.
Oh, jeez.
I can't keep it straight anymore.
It's in the archive.
Ernie, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for the live stream. Good entertainment for a couple of hours, better than watching the snowfall. Yeah. Well, hopefully you guys don't.
Yeah, I heard, man. East Coast starting to get hit, man. Earlier today, started
snowed in,
like before lunch.
Okay, Roy can see apples in the. Yeah, I don't personally get a citrus hit.
No, me too.
Maybe like a sweet lemonade.
No, I wish I was getting that.
I get more apple personally.
Me too.
Yeah.
But it's more on like what you said, like the cooked apple side, maybe on the sour apple even.
There's another. It's like an apricot, like a dried apricot, and an apple mixed together. So I understand it's like a hard fruit to pinpoint, but
no, not getting it.
Wow, Cohen got 3 bottles of Fukushu from the UK for $79 each.
Wow.
Not bad. Were you in the UK or is that including shipping? That's pretty awesome.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah. I think the going price everywhere I see it now is like lowest is like 110, 115. I got one recently at that price, but I do like it. I wish I didn't like it as much as I do.
I know.
And I do prefer that one to the Yamazaki personally. That's okay. Great question here from Trevor. Says, what would you say is your favorite budget tequila? Just getting into tequila and absolutely love Fortaleza and Cashuahin. Cashuahin? I don't know how you say it. Sorry. But here in Canada, they're both about 120 per bottle. Also love your videos.
Wow. Fortaleza? Well, where in Canada, dude? Because if so, just drive to Seattle. Because you can get Fortaleza for like 80.
Michigan.
Yeah, if you're in middle Canada.
Yeah, Fortaleza is not budget. So of the budget, the cheaper ones, Arete, which we talked about.
G4, if you can find it.
G4's on the cheaper side. I mean, if you want to go cheap, like
Costco sometimes gets G4. So
that's true.
And there's a Costco in Canada.
Plenty. I don't know if they sell booze though, do they?
Oh, I don't know. They got poutine. It's awesome. Every time I mention poutine, this guy.
I mean,
cheese
like,
curds.
What's the other cheap one that people like? Espolon. It is cheap. I wouldn't sip on it personally.
Yeah, Espolon's for mixing. Man.
There's another one, the one I can't say, El Tequilarino. That's really inexpensive. Supposed to be pretty good.
I think I've tried that.
We have a bottle that we have not yet cracked into. Herradura.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty affordable. Inexpensive.
Yeah.
Usually pretty affordable. Not as good as it used to be, but it's still decent. Honestly, like Grand Centenarios, if you're going to go with the Añejos, even the new one, the old one, the green label one was special. Fantastic. But yeah, hopefully
Grand Centenario's getting up there, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, you can get the Añejo still for like 30 something. It's pretty cheap.
Oh, okay. Really?
I think. I don't know. I haven't shopped
for it in a while.
I've
seen that like it's upwards of 60 now, but
all right. Wig Masters says Springbank 12 really disappointed me. Dirty Band-Aid like Johnny Black. Yeah, I mean, Springbank has its diehard fans. I don't know that I would start with that personally. I would say,
for Scotch?
I would
go.
Well,
it depends. I would go like Balvenie.
You would start there?
Yeah.
I would almost tell people, if you're coming from bourbon, I would say,
where are you coming from?
If you want to go cheap, go to the Glenlivet Illicit Still right now. Because it's available right now, and it's, I think, a really nice expression and easy to get into. And then the other one I tell bourbon drinkers is, which we did a review on, was Avalor Abuna.
Yeah.
Which is, you're going to have to pay more.
I knew you were
like
going to say that, but yeah.
70, 80, but if you're a bourbon, it's the
if you're going for bourbon, that's the way to go.
It's big, it's bold, it's punchy, it's in your face, it's easy to get flavors.
Yeah.
Nothing off-putting about it, I think.
Yeah.
But so, hey, keep at it. All right. Wow. Tony Troy. I was going to say Troy. I don't know. First time joining a Curiosity Live. Do I crack my 12? Come on, we cracked ours. I mean, you don't have to, but you should.
Crack it.
What else are you going to do with it? Just sit there
it's worth it, man.
Stare at it?
It's so good. Dang, getting salty over here, man.
John Schreier. Is it Schreier?
Friday.
Yeah. You need to make the most expensive scotch on the menu a new video theme. See?
Well,
we were talking about
it.
Yeah. As Dylan wants to call it, let's see what happens. Wait.
No, you. See what happens.
Let's see what happens.
That's your phrase, man.
I said that, and then Dylan was like, "That's what you need. That's what you need to call it. That's what we need to call it." And we've done that, didn't we? Wait, did we actually do it?
No, because we thought of it when we were eating dinner in Vegas. And
no, but did we do it in?
The other location?
I think we did do it at one spot.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Anyway, I don't remember.
We do have some other on location stuff coming from not. Vegas.
We haven't dropped that location yet. Like where we were?
I think we did in the podcast.
Okay. Well, we'll keep you guessing. Check out our podcast. We're trying to increase those numbers. Woo.
All right. Okay. I'm trying to catch up here. Loose Tau. That's what it is. Sorry. I couldn't remember what it was. Red Breast. Yeah, that's the finished one. Okay. A lot of talk of rye and wheaters. Some people like rye. Some people like wheaters. I don't have anything to add. Sorry. Gerardo is asking if we already did the Foursquare. We did. Yes, we did already do the Foursquare. It's excellent. Indelible.
Pick it up. Lower proof, but
it's a cheaper,
sweeter
Foursquare. It's a lower proof Foursquare, but I think a really, really nice flavor profile on it. Definitely worth it.
We had some really good drinks tonight.
Yeah, we definitely did. LJ, do you guys have you guys done any Armagnac reviews? We have not yet. We do have some Armagnac. I just ordered an Armagnac.
Another one?
What do you mean? Have I ordered another one?
I feel like there's one downstairs. Or is that Dylan?
That's Dylan's. Yeah, Dylan's has one, and we have more cognac. We do want to do more of that stuff, and I think that's one of our goals for 2022.
Yeah,
is to
add more cognac,
to do more cognac, and to do
more rum,
some more rum. Yeah. That's not Foursquare.
Yeah, it's just Foursquare. So
yeah, we got to even it out a little bit. All right. Have you tried the Penelope barrel strength? Yes, we already did crack into that.
I should go back to that.
The batch
I was going to let it go.
The batch
I was letting it air out.
$4,000.
I was kind of put off on the initial. Oh, already way better nose.
I think it's so good.
Oh my god!
It's actually it gets so much better.
You got to let it open up though. Yeah. You got to let it open.
We'll go back to mine as well.
Oh yeah, here we go.
It gets better, and the spiciness is nice. It punches through even after the Octomore.
Yeah,
which I'm pretty impressed with.
Oh man, the sweetness on it though is amazing, guys.
It's good. Ooh. Yeah.
Wow.
So what I kind of think is that the
Penelope, it's so different though, man, from that first pour.
Penelope's kind of like the East Coast version of Smoke Wagon.
Got it. Yeah.
It's like it's an MGP blend.
Yeah.
Higher proof. Good sweetness.
I just don't remember though, like it tasting as good after opening it up this long.
It is.
I think that's the difference.
I just killed a bottle of mine of the Smoke Wagon. The batch 34. So it was like one of the older ones that I had open for a while.
Yeah.
And it just got better
when you just leave it open up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it was.
I don't remember it being this different though. I mean, this is a different drink. Yeah.
All right, guys. We are getting to the end.
What?
I guess we're not. Okay.
Oh man! Wow.
I've been going for 2 hours. You've only been going for like 1 hour, so I understand.
Whoa.
You see, this is why the Vegas video ended the way it did.
Seriously. Poor Dutch. He had to sort through all that stuff.
I know.
Seriously.
All right. So what are we going to close out with? Final pour of the night, maybe. We can give a choice.
Let's do it.
You want to grab those two?
CPU.
You guys tell us what to open. We've got Spirit Works Distillery Straight Wheat Whiskey, also from Sonoma County, but it's a different distillery. The bottle's actually very similar.
Dude, it looks exactly the same.
Very similar shape.
It's exactly the same.
But this is a straight wheat whiskey distilled from grain in Sonoma County, 61.8%. Nice. Dillon level, maybe. This is a barrel pick for Eureka. This came in a whiskey box that I got this month from them. And this is batch 1. So it's the first one from Spirit Works in Sebastopol, California. So that's one option. The other option?
Buffalo Trace Kosher.
I already teased it.
Oh, you already did.
Teased that one.
Rye recipe.
That is
what is the proof? 94 proof.
Buffalo Trace Rye, the Kosher Rye.
Kosher.
So you guys type in the comments. I will get a little bit.
Are we going kosher?
I'll get caught up here. Michael Jonas, do you have any recommendations on Scotch and cigar pairings?
Well, let's put it this way. Only smoke a Cohiba.
Only smoke a Cuban.
And
I don't really have a good recommendation.
Actually, me too. I was thinking about that. I don't, because I like trying different stuff.
Yeah, and I've found more and more I don't drink.
Me too.
When
I definitely drink.
Yeah, I drink like water or sparkling water.
Yeah, I've gone to where I just don't really drink I'm not really drinking.
But I will recall one time when you and I like almost killed half a bottle of Glendronach 18 while having a cigar, and it did go very well with it.
Oh yeah.
So maybe that's a good one. But yeah, that's a good question. Dylan would have more to say on that probably than either of us.
Yeah.
So. Okay, let me get down. Sorry, I'm scrolling here. Costco only sells booze in Alberta.
Oh, really?
It says whiskey
Alberta.
A.
Nice.
Okay, sorry, I'm skipping.
There's a lot of kosher votes, looks like.
Okay, we got another super chat. Let me get to this first here. Trevor says, thank you, you guys rock. Keep the tequila videos coming. I'm in Calgary, Alberta, so Seattle is a bit of a drive. Thanks for the advice. Good luck with the tequila.
Advice, basically.
You know, it's we were talking about it earlier. It is getting harder to find in general, like things like Fortaleza. But I'm glad. I think you said you do have access to Fortaleza, so you got access to a really awesome one. So
yeah.
Okay. I'm getting down to the votes, guys. Sorry, skipping ahead here.
Kosher, dude. Looks like a lot of kosher.
Kosher, both. Kosher.
Knowing us.
Kosher. Spirit Works. Thank you.
One Spirit Works. Tony.
Okay.
Or I guess you like kosher. To call him Troy.
It's not as bad as the time I called the waiter. It was like I was in Hawaii. And I was, I only had this reported back to me that I started calling the waiter Trony, which isn't even a name, and his name was Mark.
That is seriously the best. I always lose it. Oh man,
it's bad.
That's so good.
Okay, so that's the Buffalo Trace, guys. So I think we tried the wheat recipe and the bourbon.
Yeah, I have not tried this.
I've not tried this either. I'm assuming so. This must be the same rye that they use in the E.H. Taylor rye. What other ryes does Buffalo Trace put out? Is that the only one? What, am I blanking on something?
You're asking me.
Chat, let me know.
Chat, let us know.
Okay,
we don't have the dictionary here.
The dictionary. We don't have a dictionary.
I was gonna get the Dillonary.
You need to just stop while you're ahead, man.
I'll just keep drinking.
It's bourbon. Is this bourbon? It is bourbon. I'm an idiot. So this is just their high rye bourbon. I'm guessing. Yeah, okay. 7-year rye recipe bourbon. Wow. It would help if I read the label. I think we have done this before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's probably it's got to be mash bill number 1 then, right? Because Buffalo Trace wouldn't release something that was mash bill number 2 because they don't even own it, right?
They don't own it. They can't.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, guys. I think it's high rye bourbon. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's not rye. I'm sorry, guys. Rye recipe bourbon. I just didn't see where it said bourbon up here. I thought this was a rye, but my bad. So this...
you got to highlight Tony, man, because honestly, not the first time he's been called Troy. Oh, poor Tony. I
bet you've never been called Trony before.
Trony. This
guy. Isn't most bourbon kosher? I don't know.
I guess it can be.
So Vortex says, isn't Buffalo Trace mash bill number 2 their high rye mash? That sounds right, but this doesn't actually even say that it's high rye. It just says rye recipe, and I think they have the wheat recipe. So I think they're just designating the wheated versus rye bourbons. Because, I mean, as far as I know, Buffalo Trace does not actually own mash bill number 2. Age International does, so that's why they don't put anything out that's uses mash bill number 2. There's some interesting info out there. There's a lot of blog articles and
there's a lot of conspiracy theories.
There's a lot of conspiracy theories.
Almost too much.
But we did come across that story from the guy that used to work at Age International and told his whole story of coming up with Blanton's single barrel concept and marketing it as that way at least. But this, I'm guessing, is mash bill number 1. So I don't know. If you guys have info that we don't have, please let us know. Let's see, what does it smell like? Eel Rare?
No.
Maybe.
Mm.
Doesn't smell like Blanton's, though.
No, it doesn't smell like mine's either.
Or Elmer. What's our proof point? 94, I think?
Yeah, 94.
So this would be around the Eagle Rare,
Eagle.
Elmer T. Lee, both at 90, right?
Not what I remember of Elmer.
Yeah, Ancient Age, which is owned by Age International. Produced at Buffalo Trace, right? But they're all produced at Buffalo Trace. I think the brand and the mash bill, though, are owned by Age International. So I don't know. There's a lot, that would be a really interesting thing to get more information on, like how that whole thing works.
Yeah, but are we ever going to get like legit information?
Probably not.
Exactly. So it's just I'm just like funneling through all the conspiracy stuff.
Oh, Troy, thank you for the super chat. That is really nice of you.
It's Troney, dude. Troney.
Did I say Troy?
You called him Troy again.
You're kidding, right?
No.
I'm sorry, Tony.
Tony, thank you.
I seriously
this
didn't mean
guy, can you believe it?
I'm bad. I'm bad with names. I apologize, but thank you for the super chat. It means a lot. Thank you for supporting the channel.
Oh man.
Yeah, here you go. This is the every bourbon is kosher except that it's not certified by a rabbi. Buffalo Trace got the kosher certification from a rabbi. There you
Got
go.
it. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Think the rabbi has a pour though?
I don't know.
Maybe. I think so. I like pull that card.
Somebody had here. Roy has it. So he says Bruichladdich website says peaty apricot on palate and zesty citrus on nose.
Oh, weren't you calling apricot?
I was saying I did say apricot. That's
nice.
Interesting. I usually don't match up with the.
I never match up with the marketing description.
Okay, I can see why they say lemon on the nose, but I do get the apricot on the palate a little bit. So
I don't have any more to try.
Jacob says does have the age on the back. Yeah, 7 years. It says say.
That's it. Wow.
Yeah, it says after aging for 7 years, this rye recipe bourbon was bottled at 94 proof. So
okay,
my guess is this is 7-year-old Eagle Rare or 7-year-old
Elmer.
No, that's mash too.
Oh, right.
I'm guessing this is more like 7-year-old Eagle Rare or 7-year-old E.H. Taylor, which is over 4 years, right? It's not age dated. Though.
Yeah, not age.
All right, let's go in. It's pretty good. It's very drinkable.
It reminds me of E.H. Taylor.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Interesting. To borrow Dylan's phrase.
It's just E.H. Taylor, man. How much you pay for this?
This is Dylan's bottle. I have no idea. Oh. This was sitting over there with his stash.
It's called 5-Finger Discount.
Yeah. All right. Good question here from Got the Itch. What's the oldest liquor you guys have ever drank? I think I got to go to the
32.
The Dewar's 32, which 32. Is the highest rated thing we've ever rated on our scoring system.
You gotta check out that like review. Oh wait, can they?
Yeah, dude. It's yeah.
Okay.
How do you not? That was like
I don't know our release schedule, man.
You don't have the alert set or like when our videos get released.
No alerts. You know that notification bell? It for whatever reason it turns on, turns off every time there's a YouTube update. Whatever. It's just Apple not playing well with YouTube.
All right, Tony. He says Troy out. I gotta hit the head.
Tony is out. Sorry, man.
Thank
Good
you.
night. Happy Friday.
Much. Happy Friday. Sorry for the mispronunciation. My bad.
No, that means because he's a good 4 or 5 drinks in.
Yeah, I've been here an hour longer than Jules. Can you tell?
Oh, please. I think I drank more than you still.
Probably. Oh, man. Andrew says he had a 1977, my birth year, Calvados that I drank every year on my birthday. It was bottled in 2016.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
That's
you
like a
every
40,
year on your birthday.
That's 39-year-old. Is that right?
Yeah.
Am the math right? Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dylan has a really
Yeah.
old. Is it a cognac or an Armagnac?
Actually, now I don't know. I
Yeah,
was going to
but
say
is it the
Armagnac.
50?
So
It's a 50-year one,
yeah,
right? Yeah. So that's
something
that's
50
coming in the
Armagnac or
future.
cognac.
He hasn't let us try it yet. So first time will be when we end up reviewing it. If we end up, if he ever actually brings it for us to review, he's probably
Oh,
just
he'll
like
bring it. He'll bring
sipping it on his
He
own.
delivers. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he does actually. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't.
This is true.
They're just being so nice, guys.
Eric says, was the best Boba Fett episode the one without Boba Fett? We were talking about that earlier, actually. You missed out. And Jules.
I am like 2 episodes back, so I don't even know.
Do you not want spoilers?
Oh, you can tell me spoilers.
Okay. The most recent episode was
awesome.
The Mandalorian. Like what happens after The Mandalorian to The Mandalorian. And it was the best Boba Fett episode.
No.
Because he's not in it. He's a bad actor. I'm sorry.
I don't blame you.
I'd like it.
Yeah.
Because I like being in the world. And I like seeing this.
Well, I like how also, Favreau, those guys are at Filoni, they're just so good at like revealing the world.
It's great.
And I get it, it's a slow burn, but like the world building's so cool.
Because you gotta stand by my position, though, they should have recast him.
Oh.
Not Mandalorian, they should have recast Boba Fett.
Gotcha.
I mean, how do you explain a skinny guy going into the Sarlacc pit and then this old chubby guy coming out?
He's got a gut like me coming out of the Sarlacc pit.
A week later. Like, what happened to the Sarlacc pit?
It could have been months. He's just feeding off of the Sarlacc. Okay.
Then they should have.
I don't know.
I'm going to give it a chance. Because I like being in the world.
Because we're suckers,
and
man.
I actually like
Star Wars keeps sucking me back in.
I actually like the Sand People stuff. I thought it was kind of cool.
Oh, yeah, me too.
It was Dances with Wolves.
Yeah.
Right?
Actually, yeah. Good way to describe it. That's a great way to describe it. Yeah, man, you don't need to rethink the whole thing.
Okay, Roy, you asked the perfect way to close things off here tonight. Which dram was the best? I'm actually kind of really enjoying sipping on this.
This is good.
This is very drinkable.
Octomore was a nice surprise. I thought I was going to get blown out with a peat.
Yeah.
But it was actually way more balanced than I thought it would be.
Yeah, the Octomore was good. Very good.
I think I enjoyed every single one. Foursquare was awesome.
Foursquare was fantastic.
Yeah.
The Penelope
was a great surprise after letting it open up because, I mean, you guys saw my reaction to the initial pour.
It really
kind of turned off.
Changed.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Completely changed.
Best pour? Do we have to say the Octomore?
I think it's Octomore, dude. It's really
okay, not factoring in price.
Yeah. So ignore price.
Ignoring price, Octomore was the best. Factoring in price, I mean, I might go with the Indelible. But these four were good. I mean, they were all good. They were all really good. Okay, so it's Friday night. Let's say we didn't do a live stream. Which one are you grabbing to have a pour?
And not factoring in price.
These are on the shelf. You walk in here and you're just going to have a pour.
That's actually hard.
Isn't it? This is the most drinkable.
Yeah, really, I was actually going to grab this.
It's really drinkable. But it's not interesting. It's not. It's like if I wanted to study the dram, I'm going here.
I'm going here.
Yeah. If I want to sit back and chill and enjoy something, I'm probably going here.
Yeah. This
that could work too.
This could work. This might actually even work with having a smoke.
It could, and it could also, like, if you're sitting back watching a movie and you give yourself a double, you just sit there sipping as the movie's going.
Yeah,
it's going to get better with each sip.
Yeah,
so
agreed.
All right, guys.
Friday night, yo. Dude,
Friday night, the time has come.
Killed it, man. Look at this lineup.
Killed it. Yeah, what else did we drink tonight? So
the only thing I didn't really touch is
we opened up
whatever Sonoma County.
Jules' Michter's 10. We cracked into an Elijah 12 to compare it to the Michter's 10, and we also had this horrible bottle from Sonoma County,
courtesy of Senor DeLone.
But what a lineup tonight, guys!
Holy moly, dude! This is an awesome Friday.
This is a great Friday. You're right,
guys.
And you were only
I caught up
for half
in an hour. I caught up in an hour, bro. Let's go to Vegas. right now.
Done. All right, guys. Well, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the ongoing support of the channel. Thank you for coming to hang out in these lives. Thank you for clicking on our videos. Thank you for subscribing to our videos.
Check out our podcast.
We're
trying to bump up numbers. Check out our t-shirt shop because we got some pretty good t-shirt designs.
So yeah, we're going to be adding a lot of new stuff to the Redbubble t-shirt shop, which we opened up, which I still don't really know how to work it, but it kind of works. We have the top rum stuff available there.
It's back.
But we're going to be adding probably 4 or 5 designs there. Probably next week.
Dylan's been busy, man.
Dylan's our t-shirt designer. Yeah. He's doing a great job. And we're going to have the one with the bunch of bottles that happen to look like Jurassic Park. People said it looked like Jurassic Park. I don't know.
They happen to line up forming like a dinosaur.
That one's going to be available there. And then a couple of other cool ones that we got coming. So check it out.
Guys. Thank you seriously for being part of the CPU.
Hit the like button.
Enjoy the weekend.
Hit the subscribe button. Do all the YouTube things. Stay curious.
Bye.